it, hey, let's talk about it. We can talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. We can talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. Where did your mama stay? Let's talk about it. Mama done kicked me out, I gotta get my diploma. I told her, let's talk about it. I'm doing good, but what about you? Really though, we gotta talk about it. You got a man, but you can't pay. Hey, we gotta talk about this. How them secret service and I know the government be getting all watching us. How that my cousin and uncle, but my friends got me living so comfortable. We ain't related unless we talking in the same sentence that my mother do. Let's talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. We can talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. We can talk about it, hey, let's talk about it. I got a neighbor that know that I'm married, created, and got her to talk about it. I know the stars ain't really stars, don't look above. We gotta talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Okay. All right, you guys know what it is. It is your favorite hostess, Sosa. We are here on the Let's Talk About It podcast. This is going to be an interesting episode today, and I actually cannot wait for us to get into the depth of these questions. I actually spent some time on these things, so you know me, I always like to get the cat out the bag. We're gonna start from my left, and we're gonna work our way around the table. And who do we have here today?
Not me first. Ladies first. Hi, my name is Samori.
Hi, Samori.
My Instagram name is long as hell. It's Samori, SUH_more_EE. It's so you guys can know how to spell it. You know what I mean? And say it right. I had to do that because
we'll tag it.
Yeah. We'll tag it. Because, you know, a lot of people be saying my name and, like, it just goes all wrong. But anyways, Samori. I'm in healthcare, but also I'm exploring my creative side. So I'm doing, like, creative directing.
Okay.
And I want to get into event planning as well.
I love that for you.
So, yeah.
Because you're really good at that.
Oh, stop. I'm a blush.
You're good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I've just been getting into that stuff.
Okay, cool. Let's clap it up for her. All right, who else do we have? Well, we have some familiar faces here too. So who else?
It's your boy Westside from A2A Podcast. You can follow me on all platforms, A2A.podcast or at Westside's First.
Okay. And then last but not least, who do we have?
You got Run Insight here. So I consider myself as a hybrid content creator because I do it all. Food, fun, you know, just adventures. You know, I do so much. You know, my Instagram is run.insight305. You know, whatever you're looking for as far as fun, food, clubs, things to do with your girl, things to help better your relationship, I got it on my page. So that's what I do. I bring exposure to businesses.
Okay, clap it up for yourself. We love that. We love to, you know, be a part of the community. Love that. Because I be like, yo, even though I lived in Florida my whole life, there's places I've never been.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
And I'm like, dang, that's down the street.
Yeah.
That's down the street.
It's the first time for everything.
Absolutely. I'm actually glad that you do that. So we appreciate you for doing that.
No problem.
Thank you. You're like the Keith of Miami.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. A lot of, you know, people people do give me that compliment, and you know, I understand it, you know, but I do, you know, like to make sure people know, like, yo, I'm Run Insight though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Make your name for yourself.
But I be flattered that people give that compliment because I understand like why, and you know, that make me feel good knowing that people compare me to someone, you know, like him, because he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
He doing an amazing job. You
right.
know, so, yeah, definitely. So, yeah.
I love that.
That's
well,
nice.
yeah, keep up the good work.
Oh, yeah, I ain't stopping. Hey, I'm just getting started.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So, so you guys know how this goes. Some of you guys. But as far as the listeners, you guys know how this podcast goes. We are, you know, diving into our deep conversations, and we are on a family season. So definitely the questions relate to more dynamic wise. And we're kind of getting down to see, you know, do we all go through the same family problems, or, you know, are we kind of similar in certain situations? And I actually want to hear different aspects of everybody else, because we've heard from my side of the family, so now I want to hear from your guys' experiences. So I think that'll be actually a good thing to do. Also, while we are playing Uno too. So I threw in some wild cards in the deck. If you guys see that, That's some extra wild card.
There you go.
So, actually, what did I do? Actually, already
You shuffled?
shuffled them.
What?
So you can go
Okay.
ahead and just
Oh, she's ready.
Just cut it?
She
just
said
cut it.
get straight into it.
Okay, bet. Bam, cut.
Yeah, you know.
Not the wild card.
We're gonna get into it. Who wants to answer? Who wants to pick out the box first?
I got you.
Okay. Ooh, go ahead. You can
Jump
have
out
box
the
while I
window.
Go ahead and pass out the cards.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go last, okay?
Okay, let's see what we got.
Questions be challenging.
Okay, the first question: how do you celebrate milestones in your family? As far as like for the family milestone or individual milestone celebrated in the family?
An individual milestone celebrated in your family.
Okay, so as far as like, I would say like when the younger ones graduate, whether it's
What does the
high
family
school,
do?
college, they
Yeah.
throw like a little party. You know what I'm saying? Have a DJ, you know, drinks. We get together, celebrate, have a party. And that's how we celebrate our milestones as far as stuff in the family individually.
Okay.
Where
Okay.
you want me to put these when we pull them?
You can just put them to the side. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay, so who want to go next on that one?
You starting off crazy. That's insane. I want to say celebrating milestones. You be throwing parties. You know, Caribbeans.
Y'all be doing it
You
big.
doing it big.
Yeah.
I want to say, but not only that. Sometimes we'll throw a party, or we'll go on like a trip.
Oh, that's dope.
We're going on a trip.
I like
We'll
that.
go family trip.
That's exciting.
I
I wish.
You guys should try it. That's actually pretty good because
Yeah.
even speaking in the future, like when I start my own family and stuff, like I want to do trips to celebrate milestones. Like, all right, you've reached a new age in life where you're becoming different. Like, you know, when the kids go to a teenage lifestyle, whatever.
Mhm.
You want to celebrate them. You gotta make sure that they know, because no one gives you a book to life. You don't know what to expect in your
Yeah.
teenage years. So
That's facts.
you know what? Let's go on a
Very
trip. Let
true.
me show you. Let me let you experience life at a different level. Because growing up, I didn't travel as much with my family. I didn't really start traveling until I got my own money. So it was just like, I don't want my future kids to
Right.
experience that. Like, dang, I can't travel until I start making my own money. Like, why not travel with your family? Take you around the world. You accomplished something. You did something good. Not only are we gonna throw a party, but we could throw the party out of town. Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh, that's facts. Yeah.
I would say
You
the
know.
same. Yeah, because I didn't have that when I was growing up.
Exactly.
Like, we didn't have like family trips because like my family is either busy or they just can't agree. Like, they just can't agree on a location or where.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So it was like it wasn't until I was like older, like now, where I'm able to like go places that I really want to go
right.
and like be able to experience it with, you know, the people that I love. So I would say that I would incorporate more family trips and like family gatherings as well, because I love to plan things. It's just
Hello.
sometimes they be so busy they can't show up. So, you know, I think I'm gonna make it like that for like my future family.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'll say with me, growing up, of course, birthdays, you know, graduations would come together, go out to eat, you know, simple stuff, not nothing too crazy. Haven't really done too much traveling. The most that we probably do as a unit is go to Orlando, you know, and do things like that. But I'm gonna speak as of lately, this past 2 years. I feel like I've been doing a lot of things, you know, and doing, you know, touching a lot of milestones with this, but I feel like I've been celebrating it on my own. Yeah, not saying that, you know, me and my family, we got problems or anything, but it's just been like I've been celebrating everything on my own.
Do you want them to celebrate with you?
Absolutely.
Do you
Friends
let
too.
them know? Like,
Friends too.
feel
I discussed. I had this conversation with. Cause it's strange. So before I started doing the content stuff, you know, me and my friends, you know, we'll always be together every day, you know, hanging out and stuff like that. But it's like, ever since I started doing this and becoming successful at it, it's like nobody know where to be around. But it's
That's
not
tough.
like it's not that we have problems or anything. people just not around, and it's weird. You know, sometimes that be making me feel like, damn,
certain
like,
type of way.
damn, I'm getting all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm getting free yachts, I'm getting
Right.
all type of stuff, and I'm not really celebrating with you know, the people
anybody.
who I grew up with. And then I got like my best friend, he is in prison right now for murder, life.
Oh wow.
That's a person that I know that would have been probably here with me right now. You know, so it's kind of like I kind of feel like I'm going through a bit of a case of survivor remorse. Like with some of my close friends, they didn't make it. You know, and it's like I'm here, but I'm kind of like by myself. Like I'm meeting people as I go, you know, because I'm in this field, you know. But like as far as like family and friends, it's kind of been non-existent. Like right now, like and it's weird. Like it's strange. I don't understand it, because you would think.
Right, like why my people not here with me?
Yeah,
type stuff.
you would think. And then my daughter, I got a 6-year-old daughter. She, her mom, they moved to Georgia, so I don't have my baby here. You know, so I really be feeling alone all the time. Gotcha. You know, but I'm just so busy with work, with doing all this stuff. Like it, you know, it is what it is. But
do you still like keep in contact with them though?
Yeah. Well, my friends, we don't talk as much. You know, everybody doing their own thing. You know, we don't really talk as much. I mean, pretty much the only friend that I really talk to like that is the one that's in prison that I was telling you about. We talk.
That is wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we talk more than anything. You know, so it's strange.
Yeah,
I can't explain.
It's a weird feeling.
It's very weird.
You would think the people that's out, that's around, that could pull up, that could, oh, you at this function? Let me pull up with you and celebrate with you.
I'm looking at it like, I'm like, yo, like I just got a 65-foot yacht with a Sprinter van.
Yeah.
This company wanted me to highlight their business, and not nobody that I grew up with is there. You know, family is there. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
It is tough, because I feel like I've been in situations like that too, because it's like you want the people that you know that you grew up with to be around you. So it's like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I put God into it, like maybe God is trying to separate me for a little minute, put me like into a isolation situation at this moment. So it's like you have to look at the things that are around you, like, okay, well, I wouldn't say that your friends are hating that you are successful. No, I wouldn't say that. But I feel like God put you in places. Yeah. And sometimes not everybody can go with you.
True.
You have to look at that as well, because if I'm going here, maybe it's not time for this person to be here with me. Yeah. Maybe they have to work on something to get to where I'm at. True. And where I'm at right now is I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it. God has already prepared me for it. So it's like you got to look at situations like that. And I get the loneliness part of it too, because I feel it. Like you want your dudes, you want your niggas to be with you when you're around doing these lit things or whatever the case may be. So I understand. I totally get that part.
Do y'all ever think that it's a situation where it's like maybe they not really doing nothing or got something going on, so they may watch from afar and maybe feel like they're losing?
Okay, so with me, so let me make sure I'm clear. So I have some best friends that just don't live here no more. Like 3 of my best friends, they live in different states. Like I got one that I grew up with like every day for day. He live in Colorado with his family. You know, and then I got another friend who a truck driver, so he always on the road, but he live in Orlando. Yeah. You know, then I got another friend who live in Atlanta. He moved up there with his girl, and it's like, so I don't think that's why I said I don't think it's not that we beefing or anything. It's just everybody doing
their life. Like life is life right now.
Yeah. Everybody, you know,
everyone trying to, you know, figure out life and do life and
because it's you know it sucks, because it's like, okay, I premiered on a TV show, Bar Series, a big TV show. That show, I was just on the news, but like I ain't have all my family, we all sat and watched and we all celebrated. I ain't had that support.
Oh, dang. I don't like that for you.
I ain't had that. You know, like when I premiered on Paramount TV for the TV show.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Period.
That's actually like a milestone.
No, period.
No, like, it's definitely a milestone. Like being on Paramount. Yeah. Like that's crazy.
That's huge.
But I ain't have that oh man, proud of you. Come on, let's celebrate.
Let's do
Don't have that
this.
shit.
Yeah.
Shit
Damn.
weird. It's weird.
That's
Shit
tough.
weird, bro. It's
It is weird, honestly.
And now, like, as I'm progressing in this, and now I kind of understand that saying of, you know, get lonely at the top. Like, I'm feeling that every day.
Could I add like one quick question?
Go for it.
All right, so real quick, y'all give me something that you feel in your family and your dynamic, whether it's friends and family, that going into your next, as you have kids and, you know, you create that next generation, that you would want to implement change in, as far as the dynamic of your family and friends right now, and what you would want the next generation to be.
Oh, you took my question.
My bad.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I hope
No,
nobody gets that question.
What?
Like as far as like anything, it could be anything that you
Yeah.
want to implement,
Like a trait?
Yeah,
Or like a, just something?
just a characteristic or something you
Yeah.
see in your family that you may feel like it's a little flawed, and you feel like it'd be better if you that next generation just maybe did better at that.
Got that.
Communication.
Yeah, I was literally gonna.
Communication.
Not her taking the words right out of my mouth.
No, because I feel like
Communication is
a lot of the
big.
times everybody wants their part to be heard.
Right.
No one wants to listen.
No one actively listens.
They listen to respond.
Right.
So we're not listening to understand and comprehend this
That's
is
it.
what this person is going through.
Thank you.
Facts.
You know, I'm just gonna have to put that out there because
No, can I say also this? I think a big thing for me is accountability.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I know and a lot of like, well, I'm gonna just say my family. They
Hold
don't
on.
like to.
I'm gonna pause you on that. Can we play the game first?
Oh,
While
yeah,
we're going?
yeah.
So which way are we going?
Yeah, where are we starting?
That way. So you first.
Y'all ain't, you ain't shuffle good.
No,
No
because
way.
what do I have?
Because why I got all these colors? I mean, the
Reverse.
same colors.
That's tough.
So it's gonna go that
Jesus.
way, right?
Yeah.
Let me put it like this.
Yeah, accountability for sure. Because I feel like a lot of people throw stones and hide their hands. And can't
Which color?
Blue.
communicate about it, you know? And it sucks. Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's awkward.
Going out the gate.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
Accountability for just, you know.
I'm gonna say the communication part. You know, and I think, you know, when I get my own family, like my own immediate family, I think I'm gonna put in place like just having like family days.
Yeah.
Like actually having like, yo, this
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, this is a family day. We gonna find something to do every Wednesday. I think that's something
That's
I ain't
dope.
really had that growing up. Well, I didn't have that growing up, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that like I'm gonna implement. Like that's gonna be like very important. Like making sure we have this family day. That you absolutely can't book nothing or do anything on this day. This is our
This is
family
strictly
day.
a family day.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
something I'm gonna implement. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
I love that.
Can I say something too? It might be so simple, but this is something I've always dreamed of. It's so simple, but I want to put in place literally sitting at the dinner table every night.
Oh, yeah,
That
that-
wasn't a thing
Yeah.
for me.
Me
And
too.
like, I literally used to like watch movies as a kid and like watch things like just as I grew up. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be so nice to just literally have a family dinner every night at this long table every day.
So my change is similar to what you said. It'd be like for the family to more so. It's kind of like similar to what y'all said. To just pick a day out of the month to come together.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Whether it's a dinner, we all
Yeah.
come together, we cook and we eat together. It don't got to be Thanksgiving or somebody's birthday
Exactly.
or a
Yep.
holiday. You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? Or it's like, hey, let's all meet up at this bowling alley and bowl together. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
And let me say something. This is what I see like that happens in the community a lot. Like a lot of the family come together when somebody die.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
All the
worst.
time.
That shit sucks.
All the
That was the
time.
last
That shit
big event we
sucks.
You
had.
seen people you ain't seen in months.
That shit sucks.
Years.
Years.
And you're like,
I'm
oh,
like, dang.
That sucks. Like
never even met
that
you.
is a horrible like cycle right there. If
Right.
you
Yeah.
ask me.
right.
I agree, and it's kind of like not even just family. It seems like it's more so of the culture. Cause
Yeah.
you look at Rich Homie Quan who just passed, and it's
Right.
like now he's getting his flowers. Before it was all
Nobody
about
was
his
giving
father.
him
Nobody
flowers.
was
Nobody was
flowers.
giving him love or nothing. But as soon as he passed, I was listening to him back, and it's like he shouldn't get that after he's gone. He can't hear it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I agree with that
I
one.
agree with that.
I agree with that one.
I agree with that.
Yeah, me too.
So
Whose turn is it?
I'll go.
somebody picking, right?
I'll go.
No, to play.
Oh, is it
but
me?
you can go
Is it
too.
mine?
It's your go.
You know what? Go ahead.
So it's
pick
your
you.
go
It's
both
your go
ways.
all the way around.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Don't start the foolishness.
Are we stacking?
Don't start.
Are we stacking?
We stacking. Oh my god. I have
Can't
yet to
hold
go.
Can't hold that one.
That's insane.
Dang.
So, the question is, as we are the new adults, what are you doing to change or keep certain family trends alive?
That's tough.
Like I said, I can't really answer this question because it ain't.
Okay, well, what
It
do you
ain't-
want to keep alive? Like moving forward, like when you start your immediate family, what would you like to implement from like certain things growing up? I don't know.
Well, that's something that's still active and you want it to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Something currently still active.
Oh, something
Yeah.
that's already happening in your family.
Yeah, and you
that-
just want that to keep going.
Ooh.
I can't answer the question because it's not really nothing
I feel
going
that.
on
Ooh,
like
dang.
with my family right now.
I definitely
like,
felt.
and
You guys
this
do like holidays together and stuff?
no,
No, not like
not
Thanksgiving.
not lately. No,
I need to invite you
nothing.
to my grandma's
No.
house on Christmas. Because
Not-
grandma
not-
throws down on Christmas.
not lately. Like really, what it's been for how my Christmases. It's really been about my daughter. That's it.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like long as I got her gifts,
Yeah.
that's it. Like I done got so numb to it. I really don't even
You don't
care.
even
if
focus
no-
on it.
If,
No, we have to change that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but that's my truth.
It's
Right.
You
reality.
get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
right.
so it's hard for me to answer this question
Of course.
because
Okay.
this stuff is like it ain't no trend right now. I mean, growing up, like I said, when I was younger, yeah, birthday parties, yeah,
Right.
maybe Christmases, us, I got a gift at the cousin house. We got gifts, for my cousins at my house, but that done died down.
Would y'all say a lot of that, like a lot of things that your family, the epitome of what your family was when you was younger, changed as you got older? And what is like a pivotal moment you would say like that's where you notice like, damn, things really ain't the same no more?
Ooh.
For me,
Mhm.
I want to say things changed like after my parents got divorced.
Wait, you did this one?
I
gotta
did
draw too.
that. I
Yeah.
did that.
He has to draw too.
Yeah, I gave
it's
you a draw
another draw on
too.
that.
While
Oh,
you was talking.
damn.
My bad.
That's why I was like, you ain't hear me. I was like, that's tough.
My bad.
How much I gotta draw?
No, it's
Two.
just
it's just
two.
two.
Just
It's
two.
just
Oh.
two. Yeah.
She drew the other ones.
But
So-
yeah, after my parents got divorced, like certain stuff just like kind of changed.
Mhm.
Why you keep skipping me?
That's insane.
Yo, this is the second time.
You
I
was
ain't got
answering the
nothing to go.
question. I just didn't want you to stop what you said.
That's insane.
What's the color?
It don't really matter. I'm gonna change it.
All right.
Just go to red.
but after,
Like, it
my,
don't really matter.
after my parents got divorced, like certain things just are no longer, and it sucks because I would hate that. Like,
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt you. What age did your parents get divorced? At what age were you?
Oh, that's a good
at
one.
my big age. no, because they just got divorced probably like last year,
Oh, okay.
and the divorce actually finalized this year.
Got you.
Okay.
So I didn't think as like for me it would be like such a toll on me, but then I realized it did because I'm like, dang, like I've never seen my parents like argue or do anything crazy in front of us
Wow.
growing up. They never showed that.
Yeah.
So when I see like now, like dang, you guys are coming to a
The
divorce,
friction,
it's
yeah.
It's
like
tough. Yeah.
Where did it come from?
where
Yeah.
did that even like
Yeah.
fathom come from? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's taking a toll like for me because it's like I'm used to seeing them together. We're used to doing things together, and now we have to go. Everyone goes their separate ways, and it's like, dang. Well, I have to hold certain things where I can't put certain people in certain events in the same under the same roof
Ooh,
because
yeah.
everyone's not gonna be right now. Them two together, they're not gonna see eye to eye. So I can't be like,
Nah,
damn,
be
like
here
I
for
gotta
me,
put my
yeah.
dad in
Felt
this
that.
and I gotta put my stepmom in this
Felt that.
situation.
Yeah.
It's like, do I still hang with my stepmom outside of this marriage. Like I have to, but I'm like my stepmom's always gonna
felt
be that
that.
mother figure for me. She's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So she's always gonna be there. Any milestone that I have, graduation, she's always gonna be there. So I love that about her. It's just that when it comes to like holidays and stuff like that, that has to be split up in so many different
So
parts.
many ways.
I was just about to
So
say that.
many ways.
So
Yeah.
many different parts. I have to go to, her family side,
Yeah.
gotta deal with them on that side. Then I
Right.
have my side. And
Spend
it's-
2 hours
it's
here,
so
spend 2 hours
many
there. Type
different
of.
feel you.
dynamics.
I
And it's
feel
like,
you.
I hate that. So that's like the more pivot that changed for me. But something that I kind of went, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
To implement, like,
implement.
She's
You
seen
know,
that
something.
wild card. She
Oh,
like,
but wait, he said another question.
I
What
threw
was that
wild
question?
card. I threw that wild card.
Yeah, what color you
So
want?
we're gonna do.
Wasn't there another question? I can't
We
remember.
is gonna do blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, the question was like, did you feel like the dynamic of your family changed, and at what point
Got you.
did you
At
feel
what
like
point?
it shifted?
Yeah, that's what.
So that's it.
That's it. That's it. Ooh. I don't know. I can say that it's. Oh,
Hey, he.
I'm
hey,
gonna let y'all know.
He throwing bricks at
What's
you.
beef today, yo?
Jeez.
What is the beef today?
I had to
Jeez.
show
I'm
that.
just playing the game.
What's the color? What's the color? What's the color? Jesus.
Yellow.
Sheesh.
That's insane.
It's
Well, you
okay.
know what?
Might
I'm
come
gonna go
back.
red again.
Might come back.
What man? Yeah, you ain't shuffle these cards good. Oh no, ain't no way. What's the color?
I'm gonna go red. I can answer that by like saying honestly, it's cool that you have that experience.
Yeah. Wait, you keep picking up or it's just two?
It's just one.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
just
just
one.
one?
Yeah, you ain't gotta
Oh,
keep picking up.
one.
Dang.
Shucks.
I mean, so I don't know if you want to
I
put it
thought
under.
you had to pick them up until you had got the color.
No.
Nah.
No,
That's why we always gotta
it's
explain
cool.
the rules before we.
It's cool.
Oh, okay. Sheesh. Let me get
Dang,
my head.
Shawanda, that's your
Exactly.
head.
You see what I'm talking about?
I'll say mine's. I felt
Yes.
like it gradually changed over the years.
Mm.
I think of a J. Cole line. Sometimes I feel like being poor is better, in the sense of like it felt like when your family had less, they came around more and they did more, even though they didn't have. You get what I'm saying? They'll pitch in. I got 40. I got this. I got that, and then they'll pull up to a beach and probably barbecue. You get what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
wasn't even a holiday.
Right.
And I'll say like I felt like the biggest
I didn't put it
change when I noticed it for a fact was like after the COVID, like when we first did our first family event after being, on lockdown and all that stuff.
Right.
And I walked into the event, everybody's sitting down and nobody's talking. Like a room full of people and everybody's like this.
And they phone.
And it's like, damn,
Oh,
this
wow.
is weird. Like, and I'm just sitting there. Now me, I was working through the pandemic. So I never was fully
Same.
affected by the lockdown.
Same.
So
Yeah.
I'm walking in, I'm talking, but
Chilling.
everybody's just like this. And so I just used my brain and I had brought games. So I brung, I think it was Uno, as a matter of fact. And we started playing, and it's like, as we playing, you start seeing certain people pick their heads up like, they're playing games over there. And then they slowly walked over, and then the music started playing, and then slowly but surely, like, it started to come back. But still, it doesn't feel like it's 100% back to what it was
Normal.
before.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree. I feel like so many people had a lot of mental issues during COVID.
Yeah, COVID was a tough time.
I know. What
No, wait,
are we stacking?
No.
Wait, we not doing these?
We were doing it the whole time?
I don't know.
I guess we're stacking.
I wasn't doing that. Can I
Oh.
get the memo?
But
Like,
isn't that's considered the same thing as like when he dropped the draw two
Yeah,
and
we
I
said
dropped the
numbers
draw
and
two?
colors.
Yeah, it's
When
the
you
same
said
thing.
stacking,
I could have
thought
been
you
won
meant
this
like
game.
stacking,
I could have
like-
been won this game.
I thought
Oh.
you meant like stacking too.
I'm
Like,
gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I could have been
I don't know what
one.
to tell you
So
about that.
sorry, but now I'm gonna.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna.
All right,
That's
so-
insane.
So it's just one if you don't got it.
You draw just one if you don't have it. Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Okay, so it's on
Don't
you.
take your anger out on me.
I'm not.
So we drawing or did everybody answer that one?
No, we can draw the next one.
Okay,
Everyone
so
answered.
you pulled that last one. So
Let me
it's-
go ahead. and
What's
pull
color?
this one.
The color is
Ooh,
red.
it's looking scary. Ooh, this is rough. How does your family handle conflict and resolution? Nothing at all. Honestly. That's the biggest, literally the biggest issue in our family. They don't know how to do the conflict and the resolution part. Well, I will say I have two sides of families because I have my mom's side and a whole nother stepdad, and then I have my dad's side and a whole nother stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been like that since I was like literally like 4. So I know that. And I'd say on my dad's side, we've worked on it a little more. They handle it in the way of like, no, we got to talk about this right now. Like, we got to get over it right now. But I'd say my mom's side, child, that needs work. That needs work. That needs work. It's like, oh man, if only we can get like a therapist in or something, because they really don't know how to handle it. What they do is shut everyone out and then not talk to everybody it can go on for years.
Real quick,
It's very toxic.
is we talking about both sides of the family?
That's why I was like, I don't know, because I have
It can
I
be
have-
whatever side you want to speak on.
I have
Okay.
both sides, so I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I have both sides. and
Well-
one side handles, one side doesn't.
Well, with me, if what I notice in my family, if it's problems or whatever the case may be, we just stop talking to each other.
Yeah.
Simple and plain.
You know what this
Put
means?
that out.
You put all the cards together and shuffle them, right? Swapping would be easier, but if it's shuffle, that means you put everyone's cards together and
Oh, and I shuffle them?
yeah,
Really?
that's what that means.
Wait, time out. So
I never knew. I
They
never
have
knew
a
that's
swap
what it means.
and then they have a shuffle.
so
I thought you like
you put your
give each
cards-
other your hand.
You give everybody cards, you shuffle them together and repass them out.
So you starting the game over.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Who came up with this idea? Who came up with the restart
do
button?
it.
They
you
just
go.
implemented that?
No,
Oh,
this
been
has always
around?
this has always been in
I
here.
don't remember seeing that card.
They have a
like that.
swap hands and they
This
have a
is her
shuffle
wild
hands.
deck. This isn't like
So-
a
This
regular
is the regular
deck.
Uno card.
What?
Wait, so hold on, time out. So you put all the cards together, you shuffle them,
And then you repass them out.
but do everybody get the same amount of cards? Like, how did that work?
You count the number of cards that you have, so you
Oh,
have the
okay,
same amount.
okay.
Who I
Yeah.
give it,
So-
I give it up.
You give
Yeah.
her, she
Okay.
shuffled.
So
Boom,
two.
boom. And then you
How
give-
many you got? God damn.
Oh yeah.
How many?
Goddamn.
What I got to do?
You want
12.
some for Trump? Sophie?
How many you got? You got 12? You know what?
I got
Remember,
5.
remember your numbers, okay? Give me your 5. Anyways,
But yeah, to go back to the question, we just don't talk to each other no more. That's just what it is. It ain't no communication. It ain't no sitting down to the like we just don't talk to each other no more, bro.
I almost cursed you out my foreign language. Because what was shuffling was that?
that was shuffling.
So sorry.
I ain't gonna lie, man. These questions is really making me
Think about some stuff.
because I don't really be having time to think about all this stuff with the family stuff because I'm so busy. But these questions is really like making me be like, damn, like it's a problem right now as
Right.
far as with me and my family dynamic right now.
What's your background?
On my dad's side, they Bahamian.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom American.
Okay.
Okay.
Do y'all feel like that play like? Well, of course it does. I ain't gonna ask
Definitely.
that
Culture
question.
definitely plays a part. Because, you know,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad's side is from Jamaica and then my mom is nigga. So I say like that, but everybody like they're just American. But
Yeah, I
so it's like I think
don't-
culture dynamics
Culture
play
dynamic
a
is
big
big.
difference in how things go.
There's two things that I realized in the past couple years.
Okay,
One, my family dynamic is based off of the grandparents and that generation. So the way that they were taught and how they live their life, they pass it down to their kids and so on and so forth.
Exactly.
I feel like our generation is one of the first to say, nah, that stops
That's
here.
not it.
This ain't going.
That's
This,
not
this is
cool.
going to change from
Yeah.
going forward. And then the second one, I realized that my family dynamic wasn't necessarily the right way once I chilled with other people and been around their family.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, y'all do this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't do this.
So
I
that's
ain't
a
never did
side
this.
note right there. Side note, I did sports in high school, and so I really knew that my family was like not it. Like they needed to work on things when I literally spent like 3 years at my best friend's house like almost every day, and she's Italian and Mexican.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Their dynamic is
It's so close,
much
yeah.
more different. Like they're close. When I tell you close, like they come over all the time. They're always together. Like, and I was like, wow, like this is different, you know? But yeah, it was crazy to see. Yeah.
I
was
say
crazy.
I had a neighbor that was Hispanic, so they got together like on
All the
weekends.
time.
Like weekends
Every
was regular.
weekend.
You grew up in a 2-parent household?
Nah, they
grew up in
they
two-parent
broke up
household?
soon I was born.
Me neither.
Yeah.
No.
Also, that plays a role too.
Yeah.
Because okay, well, all right. Let's break down the dynamic. All right. So with my mom, like I was always between like my mom and my dad. So there would be times like I'll live with my dad periodically, and I'll live with my mom. So my mom, it was a single woman household. With my dad, it was a 2-parent household.
Same.
So I kind of
Oh, so you got
experienced
both
both
dynamics.
dynamics, and I used to always gravitate more to the 2-parent household
To my dad.
because I feel like it was more structured.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's, it was just like,
I can do whatever I want.
So
That's how I felt with my mom.
no,
Like,
for
I
me it was
felt like
different.
it.
I couldn't do nothing. And
With
with my dad and my stepmom, I felt like because I had two other brothers, it was like, all right, they made sure that they treated all the kids equally. Like nobody was treated differently. So
yeah.
I felt like we all had like leeway to experience life. Like my parents let me go to
crazy.
parties in middle school and stuff like that. Like let me go out and experience these things, you know, and not like shield me or protect me. Oh, I can't go here, I can't go there. A lot of times at my mom's, it was more of I can't do this, I can't do that. With my dad and my stepmom, it was like, all right, yeah, go for it. Like, you know, I got my license early. They used to let me take the car. Like, here,
Period.
go ahead. You got to, but I still had like a curfew and stuff like that. Make sure you're home. You got to check in and stuff like that. With my mom, it was like if I took her car, she's blowing my phone up every hour, every minute.
yes,
And where you at? What you doing?
That was the opposite for me. That was my dad. Yeah,
Oh,
that was my
okay.
dad.
So wait,
My dad was really strict on me.
the people that I grew up with one, right? When you chill with your friends that had two, did you ever feel slighted out of life? Like, man,
Absolutely.
like, I'm playing the game all American. Like,
See, with my situation,
Blue.
my dad passed in 2001.
Oh, I'm so
So
sorry to hear
I didn't
that.
even thank you.
Yeah.
So I didn't even, get a chance, to experience that. So when I see like my friends or girls I've dated, and they, got a 2-parent household, I'm like, damn, I wish I had that. Damn, like, or, if there'll be a situation where I might be dealing with a girl and, her dad not really in her life and he wasn't in her life and trying to come back into her life. You might want to appreciate
listen.
that,
Yeah.
because
You see it from a different perspective.
I ain't get no experience of having no dad. I was 5 years old when he passed away.
Right.
So yeah, but when I do see other people who got 2-parent households, it made me be like, damn, like I feel bad, like for myself. I'm like, damn, I ain't experienced that. Like I ain't experienced that structure. I ain't experienced that.
Right.
I got one more side question. Do you think it's harder to grow up with just your mom or just your dad? Do you think that plays a difference? Like just growing up around just your mom or just growing up around just a father? Like which one you think you would be like, it might be a little tough on that side?
It would be a lot tougher with just my dad, bruh. What I'm telling you, because he was so strict on me. He wasn't, he still has judgment to this day. Like, he'll tell me, why are you doing that? Like, don't do that. Like, yeah, so I think in his eyes, I'll always be like just a little girl, like his little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like it would be a lot more tougher growing up with my dad because I wouldn't, how do you say it? I wasn't outside when I was in high school, but I was doing stuff, So I felt like it was easier to do that with my mom because she was always busy, always working. So it was like, I was easy to like just go hang out with my friends and stuff like that. But with my dad, no, it would have been harder. A lot harder. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to answer that, honestly. I don't know.
You said you had both dynamics.
did.
You have both dynamics though, so I get why it's like.
But it wasn't hard. I don't know. Like my mom, she would work, like, but she'll be home on the weekends and stuff. I don't know. And then like
Right.
my dad and my stepmom, they were pretty lenient and
Yeah.
cool. So I was like,
She
I
was
don't know.
chilling.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I was just really just chill.
Yeah.
So if I was at my mom's house, I was chilling for the most
Yeah.
part. I usually had like my cousins that lived down the street. So if I really wanted to do something,
You just
I go to my
over there.
cousin's house.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was like it was easy for
Easy.
me to do that. And then if
Mhm.
I'm at my dad's house, he always lived like in gated communities. So people in the gated communities, we used to always go outside, and we used to always be outside hanging around with everybody,
Yeah.
all the kids. So it was just like
it was fun.
I had it both kind of ways. Like
That's
I
good.
don't
That's
know.
good.
No,
When-
that's actually really nice. You know.
With me, I can only assume, you know, how it probably would have been if my dad was here. You know, I don't know if he would have been more strict on me. I don't know if he would have been cool or not. I don't know. Like, you know, I definitely know I would have been taught a lot of game early, you know, just on life, just on, you know, dealing with women, dating, you know, those simple things, you know. But with my mom, she did the best that she could. You know, she did the best that she could with raising me. I think, you know, my mom, she raised me really good, you know, but really just the neighborhood that I grew up in, you know, which was the projects, you know, I feel like the projects, I learned a lot from growing up in the projects. You know, seeing certain things that I shouldn't have seen, you know, and just, you know, all of me and my friends, all us growing up, you know, together and doing stuff we had no business doing, you
Right.
know. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to say like how it would have been on my dad, because he passed early,
Yeah.
you know. So damn,
That is tough.
yeah,
That's tough.
yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
I think it was tough for probably around my dad, just because I guess he more so he didn't really care where he stayed. You get what I'm saying? Like it was
I think
just
that's
like
a man thing.
cause
That's
yeah,
a
I mean
man- that's a
everybody
man
that too.
thing.
Right?
You get what I'm saying? I probably would have learned more because
care.
I feel like with my dad, I probably would have started off out of high school with my own business, just because what he was doing, I would have been right there. You know, whether I wanted to do that or not, I would have had an opportunity within that. But that being like he didn't really care where he stayed, I would have been in the worst of the worst type of areas. And I'm a talkative person. I would have been making friends with the worst of the worst people.
Right.
But with my mom, it was more so like I lived on the good side and I lived on the bad side. So I had
Right.
experiences on both sides. So I learned more so from everybody, from all type of cultures. So I'd say it'd have been harder living with my dad then. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
What color is it?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, that's on you.
All right, so I guess I'll pick the next.
Get into it.
I always get
Go with it.
the crazy. It's your
you.
go.
Yeah, because she picked the color and, and shuffled it.
And we shuffled and stuff.
You want to pull one? Come, grab the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had, you know, he got a different experience. He has a crazy experience. Yeah,
Mm,
he's got a crazy.
damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was like literally from 7th grade all the way to high school. I
Mm.
was probably really went to go see my dad for more than like 3 times out the year.
Damn.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
time, if that time.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's tough.
And then he said when he grew up, right? When you grew up and you got older enough to go around your dad, you then spent time with your dad.
Yeah,
And
formed a really good relationship. Like we pieced a lot of
Yeah.
things together. But then, you know, came the effort of having to talk.
You need to get on the mic, bro.
I told him, grab the mic.
mic.
The whole story.
Come on,
I
bro.
told him to get on the mic.
You gotta get on the mic.
You know, I had to sit down with mom and say, why did you say these things? And take accountability.
That's
You know,
conflict
I
and
had to
resolution
ask
right
those
there.
questions, you know,
Yeah.
to get the clarification.
Like, why my life is
From
like
a
that?
kid's perspective, so I can stop giving it to other people.
But it's good, you know, that you did grow up later and your dad told you certain situations and you was able to say, oh no, I gotta ask mom, like,
Right,
what's going
right.
on? Why did you do this like this? Why did you handle that like that? That's good, bro, that you did that instead of just like your dad telling you that and you just let it go, but you actually moved on it. So kudos to you on that, bro.
being
That's
able
big.
to find
Kudos.
peace,
I gotta hit him with
right?
that.
Yeah.
Kudos.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, he got a crazy story right there.
Man, damn,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
These
Why you call
family
them
questions,
cards?
man.
They're
it's-
crazy,
Exactly.
right? I
It-
told you.
Exactly.
She has the craziest questions. Like,
I don't know,
I couldn't
man.
think of this.
I think after doing this podcast,
Oh, you're not done?
I think I might have to go to therapy, man.
Oh, yeah. But I always say
real
this.
shit.
I always
It's
say
okay.
this
Like,
is
I
like
literally
therapy.
Have you
love
been to
therapy.
therapy before?
I did it a little bit.
Okay.
Like as far as like with relationship therapy,
Yeah.
but not no family therapy.
No, you have
shit.
to do like your own family.
Yeah, you gotta do individual.
Yeah,
I
you
feel,
have to do
first.
individual.
I
yeah,
feel like
first.
you need
No, that's what I'm gonna do
Individual
first. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do individual because damn, like these questions is like making me be like, it's really making me think like, whoa,
Yeah.
wait a minute, this shit ain't right. Like it ain't supposed to be like this, like. So yeah, I'm glad we is getting to these questions because
I'm glad I
now
can
it's-
help you get to
Yeah,
those.
no, for real, because I haven't really got the time to sit and really think about this shit deep like it. You get what I'm saying?
That's because of this right here.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk to.
You taught to just
You know what I'm
tough
saying?
it up.
Yeah.
The more it's crazy, the more the more men I meet, the more black men I meet, it's like literally the same. Like
Mm.
no, we're taught to, not show our emotions and not say anything. And then I had to have a conversation with that guy over there and say it's actually okay. Like us as women, I think the newer women, it's okay to show your emotions. It's okay to talk about these things because that's the only way you get past it.
Right.
Well,
If you hold it in, you're just going to keep holding it in and it's going to be on your mind 24/7.
That
Like-
plays a part in men communication too.
Right.
Like a long time, I always felt like I had good communication, but I kept hearing, "Oh, you need to work on your
Right.
communication." I'm like, "No, I don't got no problem with no communicating." But it's like if you ain't grow up really expressing yourself for real,
Yeah.
you might be able to talk, but it's the difference between being able to express yourself and express yourself what someone else can understand.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother process. I can
Yeah.
tell you what I'm feeling, but if I'm not articulating myself good enough for you to understand it, then it's a wall. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I pulled the card, sorry. Just want
Alright,
to say
so
that.
red.
Yeah.
So it's
So we
red.
on to the next
So it's on
question.
you. Oh yeah,
And
you
then
pull up.
ask
Yeah.
For that next question.
Uno.
Who?
Uno. It's on me.
That's crazy.
Uno.
What are some things that our generation should change?
That's a good one.
I like that one.
Damn.
I think that our generation should go back to how certain things used to be. For instance, I want to say, a lot of people spend a lot of time on phones and stuff.
Oh, facts.
Right.
I think there should be some time where everybody put the phone down,
That's facts.
get into something.
Yeah.
Whether it's read a book, whether it's can we have a
Yellow.
conversation, we can play a game, something. Put the phone down.
What do you do like when you feel like you might be on your phone too much?
Way too much.
Like
right.
like what I do, like if I'm finna sit
Detox.
down
I
and
just
eat
had this
dinner
conversation, but go
with
ahead.
somebody,
Go.
like let's say we having dinner together.
Uh-huh.
When I sit down and we out back wherever we at, I put my phone in my pocket or I put it on the chair.
I just leave it
And
alone.
most people think like, what you hiding your phone for? No, because I know if I see my phone, I'm gonna touch it.
Touch it.
I just leave it in the
Yeah.
room.
You know?
I be trying to get away from my phone most of the time.
I was just about to say, he gonna say something because I just said that today.
Yeah.
Because I said, why is your phone over there? And he's all like, because
trying-
it was funny. I was like, you always have your phone. Why is your phone over there? And he's like, no, I'm trying to spend time with you.
That's facts.
And I was like,
That's a good man, Savannah.
that's a good man, Savannah. So yeah.
People in reference to movies, like, we reference anything to a movie or a song.
That's
That's
a good
facts.
man,
That's true.
Savannah.
I think it's morals and principles, man. Like I feel like a lot of these, and I'll say, because a lot of these,
It's your turn.
a lot of these kids in this generation, they not growing up with their dads. They're not growing up with no OGs,
Right.
no people who could actually sit and tell them like, yo, nah, that's not how you go about it.
Incorrect.
Yeah. So I think, morals and principles, man. Like I don't
That's something
think
that we should
think
change.
this generation value that as much these days. I don't think so.
I agree.
I know. I feel like a lot of people got soft.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it because I feel like a lot of people really did get soft.
Yeah, the world's sensitive.
Definitely.
Really,
It is very sensitive.
I'm
Sensitive.
like, when did y'all get
Like a
so
rug
goddamn
burn.
thing now, like-
I mean, comedians catch heat now.
Yeah.
Right, you
King.
get canceled.
Yeah.
If you
back
say
in the
certain
Bernie
stuff.
Mac days?
Like,
I was just about to
He
say
was like,
Bernie
shit,
Mac.
why? What
I
do
was
you
just about to
mean?
say Bernie Mac would have had
he
it
was
tough
out here
right
saying
now.
whatever came to his mind.
Couldn't nobody tell him otherwise.
Well, well, you know what? I don't think Bernie Mac would have had it tough right now because
I feel
look
like
at-
he would have.
No,
Especially
no.
with the LGBTQ, you
Oh,
know, them
yeah,
folks.
yeah.
So
Some
look, we
goddamn
don't
hug.
care.
I mean, look at Dave Chappelle. He can say shit now, and he can get away with stuff now.
He can.
Because that's just how he already was.
But
You're right.
Dave is able to do that because Dave already started
Yeah, he
left
put in the
field.
work.
That's what I'm saying. Same
So-
thing with Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been the same thing with Bernie Mac.
But I feel like too, they pick and choose who they want to do that with.
Right.
They
Because you
pick
can't
and choose
look
cancel
at what they do.
someone
They
that,
do.
you know what I
They
mean?
do.
There's some people
They
that they
do.
try to cancel and it didn't work.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Mm.
This is such a side note.
Go for it.
But do y'all think Will Smith should have been canceled for smacking? Chris
No.
Rock?
Not at all.
Okay.
A slap?
No,
Okay.
We
He
not
protected
talking
his
close
wife.
hand.
no.
Right.
We talking about a slap.
Smack. We're talking about just a smack.
Like,
just
bro,
a little-
stop playing.
But
Stop
I know.
playing.
I felt like he should have did that shit backstage,
privately. I don't agree.
not on TV like
Nah,
that.
but
When
Smack
the
another
Grammys
person.
backstage,
like
bro,
that,
got security.
because
This-
listen,
you can get
was
him
it
on
the
the,
Grammys or
on,
the
the, on the
Oscars?
dolo
it was
right
the
here.
Oscars.
Yeah, don't do that on
But-
TV.
Not in front of them people.
Not with the
Like,
white
you
people
know
at.
what I mean?
They would
You-
never have you on stage
I
again.
think Will
There's a
should have did
place
that
and a
shit.
time
I
at
think
the
he should have did
after
it. Back,
party.
I think he should have did it somewhere there, not on fucking live TV.
Right.
I agree, but
At a Grammy.
But I
keep
get
that
it.
in mind,
Oscars, I
though.
mean.
If you,
When someone's
if you
disrespecting your
embarrassing
woman.
me in public,
Why can't
you want me to
disrespect
handle you in
public?
private?
Yeah, I feel that.
I gotta handle you in private. You,
Yeah.
got a
you doing
point.
this publicly.
Yeah, because if someone's disrespecting me and my man is sitting right here and he's not doing nothing about it,
You better stand the hell up.
I'm gonna get up. And if
But
I
then
gotta get up,
again, Chris Rock is a comedian, though.
No,
Yeah,
he
but
is. Yeah,
certain
that's his
things-
job, technically.
But can I say?
when it comes to like autoimmune diseases and stuff like that, I feel like that stuff should be off limits. Why? Are
But
you
did he
speaking
know,
on that
though?
lady when saying that she has?
I feel like he
alopecia?
knew.
He probably
That
did.
ain't no lie.
probably
He
did. I
knew.
can't
But
say
what if he
did.
didn't?
I
Yeah,
feel
what
like
if-
he knew.
He
No,
knows.
there's something. No. I feel like it was a lot more than what we know on the surface.
I think
feel
Chris
like
Rock tried to talk to
I feel like he
Jada.
had been.
I heard that
right,
part too.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what really set it off.
You know,
Send
Jada
that
be for
DM.
the. I'm
Streets.
sorry, she be
No
for
pun
the
intended.
streets.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm not trying to be
I'm just
canceled, I'm
kidding.
just
I'm just kidding, Jada.
I heard
That
Rock sending
August
them
Alsina
DMs.
stuff. I was like, ooh, okay, girl.
I mean, that's it. Wouldn't it backfire her now because that nigga's really gay?
Right.
Wait,
Can we
who?
even say anywhere? August Alsina.
Oh, yeah.
No, because Florida be having these laws. You can't say the gay word no more. I don't know. No,
Really?
Don't cancel me no more, okay? We
Oh my
ain't doing that. But
gosh.
yeah, like
What's the color?
I said yellow. Yellow. Who got yellow?
I mean, love who you
I
want to
know y'all
love.
ain't
It is
got-
what it is.
Wow, he
you
got
know?
yellow.
Oh,
Never
my dog on the
mind.
Uno
That's
club.
awkward. That is awkward.
Uno
no,
out.
no.
Damn. Fuck.
Damn. Like, take a shot. Take a shot.
I'm
'cause you-
disappointed because
I was gonna win.
I'm the
Take a
Uno
shot.
We
queen.
had at 7.
Yeah, this
I was
over.
gonna fucking
Yeah,
win.
that's over. Yeah.
You was about to be over
It
it.
just had
I
to
knew
go
I
around
wasn't
one
gonna
more
win.
time,
I
but
knew
that
I
was
wasn't
it.
going
Yeah.
nowhere because y'all was skipping me from the beginning.
So what's up? We gotta do the shots. Let's do it.
Yeah, y'all
Let's
got
run
the
it.
shots.
Let's
I'll
run
take
it.
a
Y'all ain't
shot with
ducking
y'all.
nothing,
I'll
right?
take a shot
Come
with
on.
Y'all go ahead.
Nah.
Y'all go ahead.
I got my cup ready.
Ma'am, you have to take your shot too.
Huh?
Huh?
I'll take a shot with y'all.
You got a cup over there
not
already.
against
Hold on. Let me finish this.
You need
No, I
another
got a
cup.
shot in here.
You got a shot
I got
already.
a shot in here.
All right, I'll take a little sippy sip.
Some
Things our generation should
So
change.
mine's
Yeah.
was I think this generation need to go back outside. I feel like everybody inside.
Yeah.
And it's y'all getting too comfortable with the AC.
Tablets.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting too comfortable with the phone.
Tablet babies.
iPads.
You know what I'm saying? When
Let
we
me
was
be specific,
outside,
iPads.
if you grew up outside and you was outside like that
Period.
and you had a cell phone, your screen was cracked
Right.
because you was playing or you was
All
doing
the
something
time.
with your phone and it fell and it cracked.
Mama
Now
was mad.
everybody's screen's perfect, ain't no cracks on it,
Right.
auto boxes on it, cases, all this. Yeah, go touch some dirt. Go touch some grass. Go put your feet on the pavement.
ride the
Feel the
bike.
heat off the ground
feel
going
that.
into your
I
feet.
Had that court key.
Who pulling?
Listen.
Who pulling? Is it my go?
Yeah, you go.
You go.
Go ahead.
You go. Yeah.
You say you got like
Wait.
2
Can I
hours
ask
on the
another question?
Or you want to add a sub question? Go ahead.
Yes. How do you guys feel about 50-50 in a relationship?
Oh, let's
Let's
do
talk
it.
about it.
Ready.
No, not even just in a relationship. Let's. I mean,
I
just,
don't see a problem
just
with it.
period.
Like,
Like,
quick question. Do I look
We
like a
both
person that
doing
paid
life.
50-50? Anybody remember that? Saw that? When the
Wait,
girl
what?
said, do I look like I
But-
paid 50-50?
Yeah. She
No,
said that.
okay.
No, I really want to hear you guys'
all right.
opinion.
So I see a lot of people talking about a lot of women is against the 50-50. But what if this is a guy that's on a come up, that ain't rich yet, that don't have, that ain't making
Exactly.
100, 200, 300,000 thousand a year?
So what do you do then?
I mean, that's why I feel like y'all both should come in together and help each other until y'all get to that point. Now, if that guy, he has it, you know, he making that paper, he should pay it all. He should pay all the bills. But if it's a situation, to where like he on the come up, you know, he trying to figure it out, you know, I think, you know, it should, and then also the woman, y'all both trying to figure it out. It definitely should be 50-50. Y'all helping each other to get to a point of where y'all need to be. Y'all in a relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, it'll be crazy it'll be crazy trying to put it on either one,
Either one,
100% when y'all both know y'all really not in that position to pay 100%. Then,
Exactly.
yo, shit different now. Rent is crazy.
Crazy.
You know, shit is, you know, life happens, you know, so I feel like my stance on it, if that guy is getting paper, you got to pay all the bills. I feel like if, you know, y'all both trying to figure it out, what's wrong with 50-50? If y'all both trying to figure it out at the
Right.
same time.
Right. Especially.
And I'm
if you're
sorry, I
like-
brought it
let's-
up because
go
I
ahead.
feel like that's a new generation like conflict right now is like the new generation. A lot of the men now are like, I don't need to pay. You need to pay 50. Like you need to pay half type of thing. So I've been seeing that everywhere. So I'm like, let me ask how y'all feel
I
about
definitely
that.
do think that's a conversation to have in your relationship as well. But
Yeah, exactly.
Me personally, I really don't care for the fact. I actually had this conversation last night. We were talking about like if your woman makes more than you,
Right.
like do you still
pay
respect
50?
her? Because I think there was an issue where I seen on Instagram, it was like a man told his woman that because she had got a job offer which made her salary 3 times more than his, and he was like, either you deny the job or this
what?
or the wedding is off.
Oh, you
And
tripping.
She
You straight
chose to
tripping.
call the wedding off because she's like, that shouldn't play a role.
That shouldn't play around.
But I felt like, you know, you date whoever, like that's your business. You know what their tax bracket is, you know what your tax bracket is. And honestly, I feel like we both doing life. I know how shit is hard. I know how, you know, it can be hard for you too. So it's like, if we can come together and build some sort of plan, like, all right, we can do 50-50, or I'll pay this
You
bill,
cover
you
that.
come
You
with
cover
this,
this.
or whatever
Right.
the case may be. We can both win at life. Why does it have to be like, oh, well, you make all the money, so you pay 50-50? If that's the case, I
I'm
feel
intrigued.
like a lot of people might look at women like, oh, she makes more money than me, then she won't be submissive. And it's like, it's never has to be
never
that,
that,
though.
honey. Never
wanna hear
that.
your- I wanna hear your
I
take.
really want to hear
It never
because
has
I'm so
to be
excited.
that.
I will go
Cause
after.
like, if that's the case, okay. So me, I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to get my nursing degree and stuff. So
Yeah.
imagine me making more than the person who I'm
Of
dating.
course.
I can't look
Yeah.
at me and be like, oh, well, I think less of you because you'll make more
You
money
make-
than me.
yeah.
If that's the case, let me go date a doctor. Let me go
Right.
date in my tax bracket or something
Right.
like that. But if I like you for you, we can come to some sort of agreement. You have a good paying job. I have a good paying job. Whatever it is that we come to an agreement, you know, we can build that agreement. Like, hey, you can pay this sort of the bills, I pay this half, or whatever the case may be. We can do the 50-50, or you can continue to stay at your place, I stay at my place, handle my business, you handle yours,
Ain't
like
nothing
you've
wrong
been
with that.
doing. So it's like, but until we come together and start living together, that's when we have to have that conversation. Like, hey, do this, do that. But other than that, like, if you ask me on a date, yeah, I expect you to pay because you asked me.
Right.
If I ask you,
You asked
I'm
me.
paying. I got you.
You asked
Don't
me.
worry about
That's
it.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my wallet in my pocket.
I want to hear your. I want to hear your. I want to.
Niggas
So-
doing that, man.
Alright. So the way, based off of what you said, right? You said it's a new generation thing. Yes, it is. It's a new generation thing because if you're looking at the older generation, women wasn't working or wasn't making as much money.
Right.
So their prerogative was taking care of the household and raising the children.
Yep.
And the man job was to take care of the
And
bills.
things was cheaper way
Things was
back
cheaper.
then.
So
the
you was
economy
able
was
to do
different.
this. Economy was different.
He said cheaper.
Now, as far as this generation, my issue with the 50-50 is you got one, I understand the women complaint. y'all trying to climb the corporate ladder right now. That's really what this generation is doing. Y'all trying to create y'all business and brands and things of that such, and y'all looking at it like, well, how am I supposed to do this on the business side and take care of the household and pay bills and do this? It seems like a lot on y'all plate, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? But in this world, you know, if you looking to fight for equality and you saying you want the same exact as a man, you got to understand it's a give and take thing, right?
Right.
So for the generation of men that's out there dating women, be mindful of who you dealing with.
Right.
If you're in a situation where you're doing, let's say the man is paying all the bills, but the woman in her right, she's supposed to be saving, investing, whatever she's supposed to be doing with her money if she's not paying none of the bills. This doesn't mean you get to go to Dubai and all these foreign
blow your
countries
check. Right.
and
And not
blow
do
your
nothing.
bread and
Right.
I'm busting my ass paying the bills
agree.
because in a situation of a split, who's getting the short end of the stick?
Right.
The guy who's been paying the bills all the time, and the
Oh.
girl, whatever
Relationship
I'm gonna
money,
piggyback
ends.
after
Whatever
that.
money
The
in her
relationship,
pocket.
and then if the relationship ends, it's like
Because-
you've been doing.
and then she could go jump into another
Yeah,
relationship
yeah,
where the guy
yeah,
gonna pay
yeah.
all the bills, and
Yeah,
she just keep
yeah.
it
You know,
rolling.
but that was
Yeah.
once was crazy
Yeah.
because believe it or not, that's one of the situations why my parents got divorced. My
Oh,
dad
really?
used to pay like everything or whatever, even
Oh.
though like my stepmom, she would have her money and she would go traveling. She'll go traveling while he's stuck at home, making sure that ends meet and everything like that. So I think that was a bigger issue and stuff like that. And I see like now that they're divorced or whatever, everyone's went their separate ways. Now she's with someone else who like, you know, does all the stuff for her.
Yeah,
Like,
he
she doesn't have
got
to
it.
worry about it. He got it.
He ain't been
And it's
having
like,
to do it.
dang, like it's where the money resides.
She,
Apparently,
she picked up for what she left off.
But see,
That's
this,
what I'm
but see,
saying,
this,
like-
this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
If the man got
yeah.
it,
Got it.
I feel like the man should pay it off.
Mm.
You feel me? That's what I feel. But if y'all both in a situation where y'all both on a come up and y'all trying to figure it out, you're in a relationship. You're a team, right?
right,
You're a
Definitely.
team, right?
Yeah,
if you're
that's right.
if you're in a relationship,
can
you're a
speak to
team,
that.
right?
right.
Yeah.
So that's my stance on it. Tell me your stance on
But
it.
hold on, one more thing I just want to add. So you said if the man got it, right? But
Yeah.
again, you gotta know your partner because just because you got it now, that don't mean you're gonna have it in 6
Always.
months. People
True.
fall on hard times, and nothing
Facts.
worse than when you got it and you've been spending and you've been taking care and things been on the up and you fall hard and you looking for your partner to kind of help you get back up.
Pick up the slack.
And they looking at
You're
you
not
like,
there like,
you got it, baby. You gonna figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Oh, little TT.
No, you 100%. You 100% right.
Yeah.
I want to hear her take those since
Go
she
ahead.
asked the question.
okay, so I agreed with every point of view, right?
Mhm.
So I would say we're gonna give a backstory. On my past relationships, I have always been the breadwinner,
Mm.
right? So I've always paid for everything. That's just the type of person I am.
Yeah.
I've always
She does
been
that
like,
now. She won't let me pay for nothing when we go
Okay,
out.
okay.
And be like, we be
Anyway.
fighting to throw cars. Like, no, I got it.
See, that changes things.
So-
Use the breadwinner.
So I've always done that, like, just because I felt bad for the person that I was with,
Mm.
Wait,
But
why
now-
you felt bad for them?
because they were always on the come up. If you
I
get
mean,
what I
but
mean,
that's
like
part
they
of
were
the
always on
process.
the come up, so I felt like I was always putting in type of thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, to like, you know, compensate for them, right? And so now I have a partner who is like, I'm gonna pay for everything. What do you mean? And so it's a little different, and it's hard for me to like adjust because I have a partner who says, you can put in whatever you want to put in, but
Mhm.
just know that I'm gonna get the bills. So I feel like it depends on your relationship because he knows that if he can't one day, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna still be there to pick up the slack. Like I feel like it's just it depends on your relationship. I don't feel like it's like a standard, oh, we're gonna go do 50-50 or I'm gonna do 100% or things of that nature. I feel like you guys have to have that conversation and agree to something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want y'all to know that don't mean I'm not willing to do 80, 20, 100, whatever.
Yeah,
It's just know your partner.
exactly.
Regardless whether you got it or you don't got it. If your partner ain't got you, then you got nothing.
Right. Right.
So who this song? I just
Oh,
curious.
that's what
I mean,
we was getting into
But
it.
yeah,
Ronnie
nah.
putting his cars down when he started talking. He just be
Right,
like, oh,
he'd be ready to talk. He'd be ready. He'd be
It's,
and
I love it though.
because the answers are
it's so
amazing,
crazy. I
bruh.
wanted to talk about that, you know,
Yeah.
because I be seeing those conversations and I be like, okay, I be like, damn, but what if
But what
damn,
if this? What
you
if
know,
that?
like, but what if the dude, you know, he don't really got it like that yet? Like, what about that?
Yeah.
You feel me? It's a difference. Like, okay, if he got it, yeah, nigga, yeah. Like, okay, you as a man, yeah, pay what you got to pay. But what if y'all both on the come up?
Right.
Like, it can't just all be on one person if both of y'all on the come up.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
It's a growth.
A relationship is a
Yeah,
team, right?
Yeah,
that's
Y'all gotta
fair.
work as
work
a team
together
to get to that
Hey,
point.
a
Like,
relationship
you know
is a
what I mean?
team, right?
Yeah.
So that's
It can't
that's,
just be on that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
I
Like,
like that. That was a good
especially the
talk.
women who be like, I'm
Good
gonna,
one.
That was good.
especially the women who be like, yeah, I want a whole 100%, and then
Mm.
they don't want to contribute nothing. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I
Go
don't
date the
agree.
baller then.
I
Go
don't
date the man
agree
who got
with
it
that.
all.
But
Full
even
it
if he
is.
a baller, she should bring some. You know, it can't
Okay,
be
okay.
he make millions
Oh.
and
So
you
let's
just
talk about
chilling.
Let's
it.
get that.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
get into that.
Let's talk
Even
about
if he
it.
is
I'm
a
ready for
baller,
that.
I do agree. Like, she should be able to at least stand on her own. One thing
Have something, right?
One thing my grandma taught me is make sure you're always independent, no matter if the man got money or don't. Like, you
Facts.
make sure you're independent.
What's
So-
color?
Because even in a situation,
sorry.
let's say the guy's a millionaire, right? He got all this money, and she's just getting comfortable with sitting back. You know, hey, you take care of everything. Keep in mind, if
It's
he
not-
realized
no, I
the
put
money
that
is
down.
what
I
brought
put
you,
down the
he knows the
collection.
money's gonna keep you. So if you're not bringing anything
that.
else to the table,
turn.
he's gonna feel like you're interchangeable. I can swap you out for somebody else
Right.
because you're not bringing nothing.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're not bringing it. Now, if you
Right.
come in and you say, hey, look, I'm going to be that mental support for you. I'm going to, hey, baby, you okay? Hey, I just made this for you. Let me give you a back rub. It may
That's where I
not be
was gonna
financial,
go
but
with
it's
that.
That's where
something.
you were gonna
So
go.
I was like, okay, maybe, you know, if she doesn't bring anything to the table financial wise, what if, you know, at home she's keeping
She's keeping
everything together? She
part of it,
she turns
yeah.
that house into a home. She makes sure you have a full meal.
Feel that?
Every time you come home, she
Right.
makes sure the house is clean.
Right.
She makes sure like things are taken care
Because
of
women do a
around the
lot.
house.
They play a
Women
role.
do
So
a
it's like
lot.
if you're not doing anything
lot.
financial wise, why you can't do something that's gonna help at the house?
I agree.
You can come home to a clean house, but make sure your bills is all paid low.
Oh, that's facts. Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, imagine if you didn't have that. And like, say if you had a girl who didn't clean, who didn't cook or nothing. Not only are you working to work your ass off to pay these bills, you gotta
You gonna
come home,
clean.
gotta clean, gotta do
cook.
everything
God.
because she ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot more stress on that.
So
on that
it's
dude.
like, again, you have to have that conversation with your relationship. Like, what? I think that's something, even when dating, when you're just talking to someone,
Right.
figure out what the dynamic
That's
is.
something
so that
that
you
needs
can
to
kind
be
of come like, all
communicated.
right, well,
Yeah.
I do this. Can you do this? Or whatever the case may be. Maybe not have it so like disrespectful or whatever the case may be. But at the same
Disrespectful.
time, it's like, that's like that, word it
But that's
properly.
this way, right? It's going
Is
this way?
Yeah.
So skip me.
It skipped me.
No, it's
Oh,
good
it's
time.
going this way. Oh,
Yeah, so it's my
Yeah.
turn.
He put that down.
But
Okay.
can you ask that question again?
What?
What you just asked?
Oh,
The
you
question.
asked the question.
What question?
Since he forgot.
Have a Patron. No,
The question. No, I just want you to ask the question again
Like,
on what you asked.
what if you like? I don't know. Like, I
Oh,
asked,
you
like,
talking about
Are you
somebody that
talking
make a
about-
house a home?
Yeah,
You
like,
just
what
saying
if
like
you
somebody doing
what if
something
you
at the
date
crib.
someone who doesn't know how to do that? Then you got
What, that don't know how to do nothing at the house?
Yeah,
I
And
don't
she ain't
think-
bringing nothing financial?
right.
Oh, you
That's
just talking
your
about
fault.
specifically at the house or just what she brings?
general.
Period.
Bring what you bring to the table. Like, ask that question within the
So-
relationship when you're dating too, so you know. Because what if someone's like, all right, for me, for instance, right now, I'm currently not working, but I'm in school. I'm doing stuff or whatever the case. So if you need me to go and do something for you, I got you. Even though like I still have my own money or whatever the case may be, I never need like a nigga to be like, yo, you need this? No, I'm gonna make ends meet myself because at the end of the day, if anything falls on me, it's on me.
Right.
So I'm never gonna ask somebody, hey, can you help me out? Whatever the case. If I ask, I'm down bad on my ass. Clearly, that's something wrong. But it's like if I'm still living life or whatever, and you need something or whatever, I got you. But it's like if we're dating and I'm telling you, hey, like I'm working on bettering my career or whatever the case. You see, I'm trying to be on a come up. You see,
Nah,
I'm
you
doing
hold
this or
that
whatever
down.
the case.
You
I'm gonna
hold
hold
that
it down.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't expect nothing more, nothing less at the end of the day. So we have that conversation. I can be like, well, if we live together, I can tell you what, I can do this for you, I can do that for you,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. If I can't match you financially.
That's all it's about. Like it's just like basketball. Not every person can hit a 3-pointer. You don't gotta hit a 3-pointer to be on the
Felt
team.
that. Yeah.
Go get a rebound. I'm gonna
That's
put
a
you on the
double
best
That's a
player.
double skip.
Hold on, that's new. That's new.
That's a
And
wild
I'm not
card.
tripping. That's new. That gotta be new.
It's going
Nah, that gotta be
It's
new.
So I
going
got
up.
scared. You got
That gotta. I never seen a
Yeah.
double skip. That's new.
these new
That's
cards.
a wild card.
That's new,
That's
but it's a
Uno.
double skip though.
Yeah, it's Uno all wild. This
Yeah,
is not
so
the regular
they-
Uno.
they-
Yeah,
threw
okay, it's a
everything in.
new shit. Okay,
So it's
okay.
my turn.
yeah.
Yeah, it skipped me and him.
So
the color is
so
red.
with that, like with me,
Oh.
Skip me again. I ain't playing about 3
I had
rounds.
to put it
Now
down.
you see how I
so it's
feel.
on me.
Yeah,
it's on
yeah,
me.
yeah. It's,
Whoa, we not doing this.
How we
You
doing
can't put
that?
you can't put a 2
that's
on
some
the
black
4.
people stuff.
You can't
How
do
the hell
that.
you gonna put a 2
How
on
you
the
can't
board?
do that?
I ain't know you
Put
can't
a
do
two
that.
You gonna put a 2 on the
That's
floor.
a draw. That's
Yeah,
draw.
No, you
draws.
either drop the 4 or you drop the 2.
Wait, hold on. What about if it's a draw too? Like, let's
If
say,
you could put another
let's say
draw too,
someone hit
sure.
me with this, right? And I got this. I can't do
No,
this.
you don't
What?
do draw 4s, no
What
draw
is
2s.
this?
See,
You can't put
I
all the
ain't
draws.
never know. That's why I asked
I
y'all
ain't
how
never
we
seen
playing.
this before.
it's a foreign. It's a
I ain't
foreign,
never seen this
foreign
before in my
policy.
All right, yellow.
And then go
Yeah,
with
he
the
gonna hit you with the 4. Oh, I can't drop both. Okay, I'm gonna drop this.
Hey, so my take
That's
with
crazy,
that,
bro.
like I'm gonna just like, so with me, I'm gonna come up with. Oh shit!
I can't even concentrate. This game right here. I can't. I got some stupid
Damn.
cards.
The color is red.
So look, so with
Send
me,
it back that way.
Go back.
That's payback.
with me in this situation, like I'm doing like a lot of shit with my brand. I'm an entity.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm really an entity. Like I'm really doing things, and it's very important for me to make sure I have a woman who gonna be there to support me, pour into me,
course.
me.
Yeah.
You know, motivate. Even though I'm self motivated, but it still feels good that have that woman to say, "Baby, you're doing a good
got it,
job."
you got
What?
Yeah.
That
Got
goes a
it.
long way.
Yeah.
That little thing, you're doing your thing. Keep going. You know, just like with me, like the littlest things matter. Like coming with me on my review, helping me hold my camera, helping me record. You know, because a lot of this stuff I do by myself. You know, giving me ideas on what you think I should do to help grow this thing even more.
Right. Like
You
give
get
you
what I'm
like
saying?
critiques.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at with it. I don't want no woman who can't add to what I got going on right now, because
Yeah.
I know I got something historical and something powerful
Of course.
going on that's gonna help change the world.
Right.
So you feel me? That's just where I'm at right
That's
now.
real.
You need
Like,
someone in
support.
that same mindset.
Yes.
That is like, yeah, keep
Yes.
going. Do this. Do
Yes,
that.
and then with me,
Yeah.
my mind is racing at 1,000 miles per hour every day, from when I go to sleep, from when I wake up. So there might be things that I might forget because I might be on the phone. As soon as I get off the phone, somebody else calling me, or somebody else
Right.
texting me, or I gotta run over here. Like, so, like,
Right.
I gotta have that woman, baby. Like, you know, I gotta have that support. Like,
Play like
support
an
for me
assistant
right
role.
now is crucial right now. You know, like I'm doing all this shit by myself. You know, so my situation is a little,
Yeah.
you know, it's a little different right now. But so, like with me, like I say, that woman that I gotta have in my life, she gotta be supportive. She gotta pour into me. She gotta, you know, help me grow this brand. You know, and whatever you want, when this thing take off, whatever you want, you got it. You know, so that's my take on that, bro. Like,
So
that's
you just want someone that's gonna stay grounded with you, and that's just gonna keep you going. basically.
support,
Basically.
man.
Love that.
Support, and
Basically.
like I say, most importantly, pouring it. As a man, having a woman that pours into you when you out here busting your ass and you know you accomplishing things. It's a like yo,
You have to find a rare one.
yo.
You have to find a rare one.
Yo,
Right.
See, I know you be traveling, you be moving, and you be filming, and you be shooting. I bet you, I'm pretty sure if she telling you, yo, babe, you're doing a good job, like, keep going. I know that shit make you feel good.
Just did a wedding with me. Off my BTS. Even just getting the BTS.
That, the little things. The little things.
I gotta throw my phone up in a corner and then.
And being understanding.
Oh, yeah, why you
And
moving
hold on.
around? Yeah.
Hey, and being understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being understanding.
Yeah.
Like, that's important. To me, that's important. Being understanding. I'm a content creator.
Right.
You know, it's gonna be a bunch of people coming up to me. It's gonna be women. Women love me.
Women.
That's majority of my audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not saying I'm often try to hit on her or hit on that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, just being understanding and being supportive and pouring into me. That's important to me right now.
Of course.
I just want to add one more thing. If your man a millionaire, he got money, whatever. Another thing you could do is just come with ideas on how to make more money.
Yes, yes.
Don't just come up with ideas on how to spend money.
Yeah, yes.
Like, don't just come to me and say, yo, let's book this trip. Come to me and say, yo,
I got
let's
this
go get
business plan.
this truck and maybe we can make money
got
this
this
way, or
business
let's
plan
go
over
invest
here.
in this property.
I know somebody out there.
Yeah, we can, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
Like, you
you
spend it
doing,
and
let's
making
go take this
entertainment.
trip and we can start doing reviews in foreign countries. And now, you know, Bahamas hitting you up for a hotel and they want you to come through and do a review.
Right.
Bam.
Crazy.
As simple
Yeah.
as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my take on that.
Okay.
So
I like
do
that. I like that.
Do I pull from you?
Go for it.
All right, so who this song? This on you, because I already dropped
I
my
told
phone.
y'all Ron be putting his cards down.
Okay, what's
He
what's
into it.
going
The
on?
color? The color is red.
So I already recovered
So-
from it. It's on you now. It's red.
She said the color red.
She made him draw 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you shaking your head already. What's going on over there?
Nah, I was just look. I was thinking.
What do you mean by that?
That was quick.
So, what
gonna go
values are most important to pass down in Black families?
Say it one more
Values.
time. I'm sorry.
What values are most important to pass down in Black families? I would say, y'all said it before, communication.
Yeah.
I would say this one because I feel like this one is getting overlooked easily, and we won't know the effects of it until maybe 4 or 5 years from now. Check on the kids in the
Facts.
family. Just because they just on their phone chilling in the corner and they not really doing nothing, don't mean nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Whether they being bullied at school, you know, in traumatic situations, whether someone is, you know, touching them, whatever. But check on the kids, be that ear for them. You know, hey, how you doing? You okay? What's going on in your life? Because a lot of times people just treat kids as kids and a kid should stay in the kid place.
Yeah.
These kids is going through things just like we going through things. These high schoolers having to deal with things we ain't had to deal with. When I
They
was in
doing
school,
way worse.
when I was in school, it wasn't no scamming. So and nobody have, you know, designer clothes. It was just Jordans. If you had the new
You had
Jordans,
the new
that was
Jordans,
it.
you was lit.
Now you got kids coming in school with cars better than the teachers.
Your hair got to
You
be
know
a
what I'm
certain
saying?
way. You
That's
gotta
a
drive certain
psychological
car.
thing
Kids
for a
is wearing
child.
lace fronts
You get what I'm
at
saying?
school
If
already.
if my child has to go to car in a Honda, you're going
You
car
on
in a
social
Honda.
media, you looking at
do
things
you
and you seeing kids coming up, you know, and how they living, and kids might feel depressed because they're like, I'm not
I don't
living
have
like
that.
this streamer. I'm not living like this influencer. You get what I'm saying? So
That's
that's what I say.
crazy.
I'll say being true to yourself. I'll say being true to yourself, passing that down, being true to yourself. Like that's very, very, you know, very important, because if you ain't true to yourself, how you gonna be true to somebody else if you ain't even
Oh, that's
damn
facts.
true to yourself? You know, so I say like that's very important. That's an important thing, you know, that I'm gonna pass down to my daughter.
Okay.
That's what that's what I'm gonna pass down to my daughter. Yeah, being true to yourself.
Got it. I think for me, with being with my dad and my stepmom, we had a open door communication policy. So
You taking everything that
I'm
I
so
want
sorry.
to say.
so
Is it on
sorry.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on you.
We had an open door communication policy. So it was like, if there was an issue, we gonna sit at the round table.
We gonna talk.
Let's talk about this. So I think that's something I want to pass down because, like Westside said, the kids.
It's on me, right? No?
Is it?
Yeah, it's on you.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
I'll
Go
send it
ahead.
back in.
Go ahead.
So
Now me extra playing.
you got to check on the kids. So I felt like there was things that I went through as a child that I was able to speak on. I was able to be like, hey, let me go to my stepmom. Like, I can have this conversation with you because you get it. Like, I have that open communication. My mom, I didn't have that at all. It was like she was shut down. I couldn't talk to her. I couldn't have that. So different dynamics. When I was at my dad's house, I had that open communication. So it was easy for me to talk about things with them versus it is with my mom. So there was a situation that happened to me and I didn't know how to go about it, but I was like, I can still go to my stepmom regardless of whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
So I went to her and I let her know whatever. So it helped me as a child. So that's something that I want to kind of pass down, because like what's I say, you never know what the kids are going through for real. So it's like, if you have that open door communication, like, you can come speak to me about any and everything, no matter what it is. You have the floor to talk. I'll listen, I'll comprehend what you're saying to me, and I'll find a resolution to whatever the problem is. I don't want you to go out thinking that you can't speak to me, and you have all these things going through your head, and then, you know, it leads to suicide these days.
Right.
That's facts.
And it's like, you don't want these kids going through that, or feeling like they can't talk to somebody. They have to run to social media all the time, or whatever the case may be. Leave the social media alone. Come to me. I'll listen. I'm gonna listen to you. If anything,
Period.
I'm a good listener.
Sure
And
is.
we gonna figure out what the problem is along the line. We're gonna figure out how we can resolve whatever the issue is, or come to whatever conflict there is. And we can make sure, because at the end of the day, kids gotta feel like they're being heard at the end of the day. And a lot of times, I feel like a lot of people, especially people that I kind of, you know, grew up with, they weren't heard. And and I feel like, as a friend, I hear them more than now. Than anything. And I feel like they haven't heard that. Like, they haven't had that when they were growing up. But I'm that friend that they can, like, that listens. If anything, I'm the friend that people call, like, yo, I'm going through this. I'm gonna listen to you.
You'd be surprised how people open up because nobody's asking them how they doing.
How they're doing.
How you
And
doing?
genuinely care.
Yeah.
Like, I know people say, oh, how are you? But no, like, it makes a difference when you're like, no, how are you?
You gotta look at me in the eye, like,
no, how are
what's
you?
good?
Cause they gonna play it all quick.
Or
They gonna play it all
I'm
quick.
good.
or to be specific, I done asked a couple of people this: how are you mentally?
Okay.
That's a strong question. How are you mentally?
Yeah.
How are you spiritually?
I don't know.
You know,
Did I put that down? I think I put that
I didn't even
Did
do
I
it
put
yet,
that
so I
down?
don't even know.
Last
any
time I
of y'all
thought
have
it was
kids?
Mm-mm.
Nobody in here got kids?
Yeah, for real? Oh shit, I'm not
Damn.
used to that. Usually
You
I'll
don't
be
have
the only one. Yeah.
got
Nah,
kids?
I don't got kids. No.
So me being a parent, and like I say, I dealt with a lot of women who been abused, sexually abused from family members and
Yeah.
things of that nature.
Yeah.
And what I have a lot of conversations with my baby mother, and I let her know, like, yo, it's very important for us to make sure that our daughter is not scared to communicate with us.
Yes.
You know, I tell her,
I don't know who's going. I'm just gonna throw it down.
I tell her, I tell her, listen, let's not make our daughter feel like she can't tell us nothing.
Yeah. That's
You
important.
get what I'm saying?
Very.
You know, because as you know, us growing up, us being kids,
Blue.
if we felt like we possibly was gonna get in trouble, we
didn't
won't
wanna say
anything. And,
Oh, that's facts.
and that's a
Facts.
killer.
Sub question. What's one thing that happened to you when you was young that you never told your parents? Whether you told them now or later in life, you told them. But what's something that happened to you that because you was a child, you was afraid to say something, you didn't say nothing, and then maybe down the road you told them or never told them?
I get to it. Being in shootouts,
Yeah, I damn
being
sure
shot
ain't telling my
out,
mom.
being shot at.
Mhm.
Those are things that I never told my mom before. Cause like I said, I grew up in the projects. So, you know, my conscience caught up with me when it was time for me to go off to college and things like that. And I eventually told them like, yo, you know, these things happen.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to tell y'all now because I'm more mature and more older now, and I just want to tell y'all these things have happened. So I'll say shootouts. I'll say, you know, being shot at. You know, things like that was going on in the community. You know, like it was a lot of those things that my mom didn't know about. Didn't tell her nothing.
You just kept
You know.
to yourself.
Yeah, and that's just one thing.
Dang.
That's just one thing.
I get mine. I almost died. I drowned in a pool. Didn't tell my old girl. But I didn't tell her because around that time I was going through so much, and the only thing that kind of gave me peace or I didn't realize how bad life was because I was able to go outside and play. So I was able to go play football, basketball, go to the pool, whatever. And it was a situation where someone who didn't know I couldn't swim picked me up and threw me in 6 feet. And everybody
That
watched
would have
me
went to
drown.
jail. Under
Everybody.
jail.
And I pretty much, last second, I had the ideal of running and kind of like jumping to gas for air and like kind of like working my way to get to the edge. And I saved myself. But when I got home, I didn't say nothing. I walked right past my mom. Oh, how you doing? I'm good. Knowing damn well I almost died. So.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
That's hey.
You go. I'm still trying to think
It
of
was
it.
right on Ives Dairy.
I know if you would have told your mom that, she would have been so fucking pissed off. She probably
hell.
would have.
Right.
What? Oh my
I just told my
God.
mama maybe like this year.
What?
Last year. She was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
I never told you, but now you know. Like,
Bruh, that's tea. Because if I found
Yeah,
out,
that's tough.
Yeah. I would have pulled
where
up.
they at?
Yeah, I would have
Where,
pulled up.
where they at?
Don't
I
even go to the
seen
room.
them
Leave
years
the car.
later.
Right.
Years later,
Go
I
back to the
seen them,
car.
and I was just like, damn, that's the nigga that threw me in the pool. Yeah, I didn't say nothing. He didn't. He looked at me. I looked at him. He didn't say nothing. He just walked off. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
pulled it is?
I did.
Oh, I had to. I think I
it's
did.
mine.
Oh wait, shake it up. Shake it up.
Oh,
Shake
you're
it
right.
up.
You're right.
Shake it up.
You're right.
Shake it up.
Whose turn is it? What color is you said green
Yeah.
or blue?
Go to this man.
I said green. I see you.
Who is it on me?
A cheater.
She trying to
I know.
influence
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm stalling. I mean, man, I like
I
to
get
get
it.
to
You
the
like the
conversation. Like,
conversation.
Questions.
you
These
know,
are good.
hey, listen, I'm here to talk that shit. You feel
Right.
me? Like I'm here. You feel me?
Right.
That so. You know, but I get
We're
the game. The
glad.
game is
Yeah.
it's cool, but you know, yeah.
But you know how like y'all be playing Uno, y'all be having conversations, and it kind of just
I
stop
do.
mid game.
I do.
No,
I get
it's
it.
a
I do.
dope concept. It's
Yeah.
a dope
Right,
concept
right.
of
Yeah.
you know doing the Uno and talking.
And then it's like
dope.
to break the ice a little bit. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
That's
yeah.
why every now and then I'll be like, so who dropped this? So I'll be, you know, just to make sure we still playing.
just
can't
like,
remember.
pour up a shot.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
remember.
that last one, she just played. I was like, all right,
I was like,
guess.
wow, not trying to get in an extra turn. This one is, what's the most challenging part about the younger generation?
Like this current generation,
The younger ones, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They're tablet babies.
Right.
It's hard to get them off the
Yeah,
tablets.
so I would say the most challenging part is social media. Like social media is more of a thing now.
Yeah.
So I feel like you were saying, a little bit of like, they see everything on social media and they see how these influencers and celebrities are living and believe that is the way that you should be living. I feel like that's a big challenging part. And then also, because they're tablet babies and phone babies, they don't know how to properly communicate.
That's true.
Yeah, I would say they don't know how to properly communicate and voice what's really on their mind type of thing.
I would say,
feel
like piggybacking on that, I'll say like low self-esteem.
yeah.
Because if you're looking at social media and you're depicting what this
Yeah.
person has, and which we never know what a person real life is behind, you know, social media. You know, social media, I can make you think whatever my life is, right? But in reality,
Right.
it could be
It's a whole
in
different
shambles,
vibe.
but you won't know because I'm not going to show you that part. So you can't necessarily look at something on social media and depict your life based off of that. You have to look at what you got, what your surrounding is, and enjoy right now. I'll add that in. Enjoy right now because a lot of people
Yes.
look too forward, which is cool to forward think and want to build and grow and things like that. But what ends up happening is the most valuable time is right now. So you end up looking back when you're in the future like, man, I remember back then. I wish
agree.
I could go back to that time.
I agree.
So that
Yeah.
seems to be a reoccurring thing as life keep going.
I say, yeah.
I think that'd
Enjoy
be cool.
time now. That's one thing that I think I'm working on too, because
Yeah.
I like to plan a lot of things. I'm an over planner and overthinker, everything. And
Oh, I
so
know.
Yeah.
and so I like to plan. Look, I'm planning like next year already, and I'm like trying to like literally just like stay in the moment, enjoy the moment, and literally just take it all in. So
Yeah,
I'd say
Nikki
I
said
agree.
that. Nikki said, you know, when I was at her concert, she said, put the phone down.
Yeah.
Live in the moment.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I totally
That's
agree.
important.
Right.
That's important.
'Cause
Right.
you know how many times like people go out, they always have their phones out, they're quick to
Gorgeous.
record something.
Mhm.
It's your go.
It's my goal?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, because I ain't had a goal like forever.
All them comments.
That's another thing I hate at concerts. Like all you see is just phones like this.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
enjoy
Are you
the
enjoying?
moment.
Are you enjoying what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, are
But you know, some
enjoying
performers, they be like, put your phones up. So, like,
Yeah.
they spend the whole concert like this, like, just recording what they see.
I think there's different segments though. Like sometimes they'll tell you to put your phone on because put the lights in the air, right?
Right.
They want to
Yeah,
light
yeah.
up stadium.
Okay,
After that,
and then
put
take
the
it down.
phone down.
Let me say this. I think. No, I had
You
put
went,
that 3
huh?
down. I put that
It's
3
my
down.
turn.
Oh no.
I think one of the most challenging parts for this generation is that they don't really understand and know the consequences that they could have behind certain situations, certain decisions that they make.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yes. So listen.
Oh, that's a.
What do you mean by that?
So I come. So okay, what do I mean by that? So okay, I come from a certain area, Exit 1, Florida City,
Okay.
Homestead. You know,
Oh, you from down south?
I'm from down south.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't know that.
All right.
What I realized is that a lot of young men, they done became the shooters.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, they sending
Yeah,
their
these
young
young
ones out.
niggas.
Hold
They
on,
sending their
hold
young
on.
ones.
You got a
They
point.
they became the shooters because they thought like it was cool. It was this,
It's
this, and the
trendy.
third, but they didn't think about when
The
you pull that
repercussions.
trigger,
The repercussions.
They finna
the
spin that.
repercussions. They didn't know. No, they didn't know that they gonna catch a L life.
Right.
They didn't know that.
That's a lot of people that ain't realizing that.
But these bro,
It's
bro,
crazy.
at this rate, bro, it's a lot of younger shooters.
Mm-hmm.
No,
They just don't know the
Like
they
young.
they so thinking about in the moment in the situation. Oh, I'm gonna do this to this dude, and they not even thinking, man, I could possibly go to jail for my life for the rest of my life.
they
They're
don't
not
even
thinking.
understand the value of life just yet.
No,
Right.
that's
Yeah, they
another
don't
thing.
understand it
They
yet.
don't understand.
That's another thing.
Because they're young at 7 years old.
Cause like you, like at your age,
Look at
right?
Louisiana.
Imagine someone trying to tell you to go do a hit. You looking at it like, what? Boy, you know how much time I
A
get?
hit?
Listen, at this point, at
I'm
this,
too cute
let me
for
tell,
jail.
let me
I am
let
so
me
cute.
let me tell you something. At this point, where I'm at right now, I don't even want to be around no type of criminal activity
Yeah,
Period.
at all.
Facts.
Period.
At all.
Yeah, because you thinking
Period.
it'll
Yeah.
take you away from your family or what you
Right.
got going on.
Period. Point blank.
I be telling
That's
people in
Very
pictures,
conscious.
don't throw up no gang signs around me.
I'm very,
know who you're affiliated with.
I'm very conscious, bro. Even with just traffic stuff, like I don't run a red light, no nothing, bro.
Hell
No
no.
criminal activity, nothing at all that's gonna get me in any type of situation that's gonna compromise what I got going on. Nope.
Facts.
I don't even like smoking outside. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
What?
scared.
Paranoid as
I'm
hell.
scared.
Be looking.
Yeah, you
You
scared?
don't know who gonna see you.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. A hot box on you, that used to paranoid me because like if you a hot box
so scared.
and then it's always that one person that pull up and put their hot beans on, you like, bro,
It's my gun.
See,
we
look,
gotta
in-
go.
listen, in Cali, you're free with it, right?
Yeah.
So in Cali, you could do whatever you want to some extent, right? But when I came out here, I was like, no, I'm scared. I'm
Yeah.
scared. And then when I lived in Louisiana, and then when I went to Georgia, I was paranoid because I was just like,
Is it because you didn't know your surroundings? Like you ain't know the
because
area?
I didn't know my surroundings or
Yeah.
areas, so I was just like, I'm scared. I'm not gonna do this. Like,
Like I'll say
Ron, I
this.
like these questions.
Let me tell you my theory on why marijuana isn't
ooh,
is
we
it
going
isn't-
on another
is it-
one.
isn't,
Oh, you going that route?
we going
yeah.
on another one.
Hold on.
Getting spicy.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you why I think marijuana isn't made recreational here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's the Patron.
Hold on. I ain't see it there. I
Nah, you
don't
good,
like
you
I don't
good.
like wasting no Patron, by the way.
You good, you
Matter of
good.
fact, I'm gonna pull up. Hold on, real
Can
quick.
we use this?
Hold on.
Is it
Let me
okay
pull
if
it
we
real
use
quick.
yeah.
Hold on. Let me pull it real quick. Let me
Use the-
hold on, cause I don't like wasting Patron.
Don't spill the bottle.
Mhm.
Some of these used questions. We just go use it.
And
So
it's
so my theory on why marijuana isn't recreational here is because it's gonna stop a lot of arrests.
Yes,
Oh yeah, of course.
Think about it like this.
they're not gonna make no more money.
Think about it like this. If they make marijuana,
I'm really
no, we're
trying to
listening.
listen.
We're listening.
I'm
Okay.
really trying to listen.
Do your
if
big
they
one.
Like,
make
for real,
if
'cause
they
I wanna
make
hear.
if they make marijuana here in Miami and Broward recreational, now when a police officer pulls somebody over and they smell weed, now you can't say, "Oh, I smell weed." Now that's gonna give me probable cause to search your car. Then now they won't be able to. If this person got a weapon in his car, you know, whatever the case may be. They can't even use the marijuana as no reason no more.
Yeah.
So
you're for
if
the
that happens, hold on. If that happens, they not gonna they not gonna be able to make a lot of arrests. And we all know when an officer arrests somebody, the jail system, they make money.
Oh yeah, they make money. Yeah, it's a money driven thing.
So it's a money thing. I really feel like it's a money thing.
I feel like that's
Privately owned
all of
prisons.
Georgia too. Like
Mhm.
that's the only reason y'all don't want to make it
Yeah,
legalized.
a lot of people not gonna be in
Because-
jail.
You're not gonna be in jail.
A lot of people not
feel
gonna be in
But
jail.
like Kamala
I
said,
feel like
I don't think you should be in jail for smoking weed.
But I
don't
think
think
it's
so.
also a thing where it's like the majority of the time that it's been illegal is because they were trying
What
to
she
figure
did
out
in
how
San
to
Francisco?
capitalize and make
I don't know
money
what
off
did she
of
do.
it.
Right.
So they had to figure out a tax system. How do we make money off of this if we're gonna just go ahead and legalize it? So then that's when they put the things in place.
Even
now
in the dispensaries, they don't
this, that,
tax.
and the third. They don't tax in dispensaries.
No,
Like when you
my
make a
cousin
purchase.
has a
real?
legit card. They don't do that.
Not in
Oh.
Cali. Yeah.
They don't
So
tax
like,
it
wait, the
either.
dispensary don't have to pay taxes for having, or they have to file something.
I'm unsure.
know.
And they don't just get to keep
Well,
all
my
100%
cousin
of
goes
the
to the
profit.
dispensary.
Not
He
the
tells
low
me
key
they
ones.
don't
I'm just kidding.
tax.
I'm just kidding.
I think they pay
Especially
some. I don't think they keep 100% of the profits. They got a government tap everything.
Right.
Bag of
Imagine
chips
going
they
to the
getting
dispensary,
paid.
be like, hey, I need an ounce. So how much on an ounce would pay for? Like, how much would you pay for an ounce on the street versus at the dispensary? It's gonna be the same price.
Oh.
Maybe higher, or lower.
Sometimes.
But there's some type of. Look at the receipt. I think you got to look at your
Okay.
receipt.
So let me
part one and two.
So yeah, damn.
Ooh, you
yeah,
got a good one.
You see that one?
Wait, who this
Show
song?
us
Okay.
it's really going.
Okay.
Who put that?
So
Oh, that was me. It was
so
green.
listen,
Green.
part one.
It's his turn.
Part
It's his
one.
turn.
What does a self-care day look like for you? Ooh, I got that. I'm gonna
What's
give y'all
yours?
some
Go ahead.
ideas
What's
too.
yours?
I'm gonna give
So
y'all.
let's
some
answer
ideas.
part
Now
one
I'm
first.
excited.
Let's answer part one first before they hear part two.
He excited.
So, what does a self-care day look like for you? Shout out to Foot Bath by Jazz. I'm going to send this video to all of you. So Foot Bath by Jazz, she's a master pedicurist,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
She's a master pedicurist. So pretty much, hold on. So pretty much what Foot Bath by Jazz does is she literally gives your feet a bath. She scrubs your feet with I don't know what it's called, but she scrubs your feet. She get in between the toes.
Wait, what's her name?
Foot Bath by Jazz.
Foot bath.
She's
by Jazz.
she's a master
Okay.
pedicurist.
Okay, Jazz.
Nobody provides the service like how she do.
Oh, okay.
She literally gives your feet a bath. She scrub them. She get in between the toes. She scrub them in there. She get all the dead skin. You know, she educates you on. She diagnoses you on how your feet is, the condition of your feet,
Oh.
and like
yeah.
her shop is amazing. When you walk up in there, it smell good. The vibe is good. She got the drinks flowing. She got the wine. She got the liquor. She got all these things. But her foot bath is an experience
Where is this? Where is this place?
in Miramar. I'm gonna send you all of y'all the
You
video.
got it.
that's-
send
I
me
done
that.
knew
This
that.
video that I
Got
did,
it.
Yeah.
this video that I did is going viral.
Okay.
Like celebrities commenting on the video,
Yeah.
everything, like it's going crazy. It's like at 500,000 on TikTok, 260,000 on Instagram.
Damn.
So
Period.
that foot bath, when she's done with you, when you get up on your feet literally gonna feel lighter. I swear to God.
Like you walking on a cloud.
No, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I'm not even bullshitting.
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah.
Your feet gonna
Yeah.
feel lighter. Your feet gonna look way better. And her service is literally the service that she provides on you is gonna last either from 2 to 3 months.
Damn.
What?
Well, your feet gonna be A1.
I'm gonna show
3
y'all.
months.
I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you how she transformed my feet. I'm gonna show y'all after we wrap up.
yeah,
But that is a day for Run Insight. Getting my feet did. I'm always on my feet. I'm always walking. I'm
Yeah.
always working. You know, and things like that.
That's real.
I done got massages on the beach.
Oh, that's real. Yeah.
I done got massages.
He said pamper.
two different massages on the beach.
That's the vibe right there.
You feel what I'm
Pamper.
saying? So like that's a self-care day. And then with me, like y'all see my nails, like
Yeah.
This is a self-care day for me. I gotta get my nails like this because I'm always holding up food, showing the food.
You're
So I
right.
gotta make
You're
sure
right.
my nails on point.
Of
You
course.
know, that's a
That's real.
self-care day
course.
for me. And then the most exhilarating self-care day for me is going to the beach.
Mm.
Listening to the waves flow onto the sand. Listen to the seagulls making their little noise. That's a self-care day
We
for
love
me.
a beach
That's a
day.
that's a sanctuary for me.
Yeah.
Going to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to the beach by
Agreed.
myself.
Facts.
Agreed.
I don't need nobody to come to the beach with me.
You
bro.
a day
Facts.
beach person or a
Day
night
beach.
beach person?
Oh, I'm a night beach person.
I'm a
Day
night
beach.
beach.
I'm
The
a
night.
Shout out to
sunset.
Hollywood.
Yo,
Where they play the
Night.
music and they
I
got
need
the
that
band.
sunset.
those are self-care days for Ron Insight.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
those type of things. But the beach is number one for me. The
Like
beach
that.
is number one.
I like
Yeah.
that.
The beach is number
Like
one.
that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Part 2.
Oh, part 2. How many self-care days do you give yourself? Me, not enough.
Okay. So
Not enough.
So which way we going? This
It
one?
doesn't matter. Whoever wants to
Self
go.
care.
ahead.
Self care. I like that what you said. There's a spot in Pines right across from the mall. Chinese spot right by Dunkin' Donuts. They pull out this little tray and they have like all different ointments and stuff like that. They do the hot wax. They do all that stuff. They give you some wine. I like
Wine.
that
Yeah,
place.
you gotta give me that spot, bro.
It's called Paradise, I think it's called.
You gotta give me that spot.
I got you. I'm gonna get it to you.
I'm finna use that as date idea. Date idea. You gotta give me that spot, dog.
I got you. So I like going there. When I go there, it's a vibe. Like you said, your feet feel like light. You feel like you walking on a cloud. You walk like this when you get out of there.
That man moving smooth like a criminal right now.
You know what I'm saying? And then like, if I go get a retwist or something like that, a taper or whatever. And then the end of the day, I chill 2K when the dogs. Shout out to Dre, said all of them.
Hey, Dre.
Good vibes. You feel me? Good vibes. Oh, what's the
Nice.
second one? How many self-care days?
Yeah.
Retwist probably like twice, once every 2-3 months, something like that. I don't like to retwist too much. The foot thing, I need to do it more often, not gonna lie, because I've been missing them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the gaming thing, I try to work it in when I can because I do a lot of editing and a lot of stuff. So I try to like fit that in with my schedule.
Right.
Vibe with the dogs. I can't see y'all, but we can play the game and we can talk and, get whatever you got going on in your life or whatever. It's therapy on the game too. So
Right.
Okay.
Love that.
Right. For me, a self-care day looks like going to this place called O-Spa. It's in West Palm Beach.
oh, that's where I'm
It's
from.
got spas.
Yes, it was in West Palm Beach. It's a very nice spa. They literally have like a full day spa experience. You'll get like, you'll be there from like 9 o'clock in the morning up
Mhm.
until like late in the afternoon. So you'll do like a 60-minute massage. You'll get to go into their like jacuzzi spa and stuff like that. They give you wine, whatever kind of drinks you want. They do a lot actually. You can do a manicure, pedicure, whatever you want. It's how you, I guess, whatever you pay for it.
Yeah.
Like whatever package you get is how you break it up. At the end of the day, there is what's it called? It is a resort right next to it. They give you access to the resort too, so you could go by the pool, relax or whatever. You got a robe, you got everything. Like you're literally relaxed.
It's amazing.
As far as giving those, I don't do those often, but I should do a lot more because I really feel relaxed after a good massage. Like
Yeah.
when I feel like my shoulders are really tense because of everything that life has just been throwing at me and everything,
Mhm.
I need
Need
a good
that.
massage.
When life is
like,
like
I
that.
need
Need
to
that.
just decompress one good time. And when I say those massages will put you to sleep, like you'll be sitting there talking to the therapist 1 minute, next thing you know, you're flat
Snoring.
Right.
gone.
Right.
And I feel like that's so good. But O-Spa, it's called, it's spelled EUA Spa.
Okay. And how many you do?
Not enough.
Okay.
Damn, all it.
I
That's a
probably
good-
do
that's
it
a good
like
That's real.
twice a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you only take care of yourself
Girl,
2
you
times
gotta
out
go
of the year.
ahead and
Hey,
Girl, gotta go ahead
I
and
can
get
relate.
there.
I can relate. I
I
don't
be
do it
so
enough.
busy with life.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
I don't
nursing
do it
school
enough.
is
Yeah.
taking me away from everything. So
Right.
it's like
Life be life, and
Right.
you
I
like,
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I get it.
So the little self-care that I do is which I try to do like every month, which I'm like, I know I'm like always busy, but one of the little things is I'll go a whole day without trying to overstimulate myself or like overthink. So I'll like take a break from like watching TV or be on my phone, and I try to do that for like the whole day, literally, because those are some of the things that I'm looking at or doing, or just like my computer too. I'm like, no, let's take a break. And then I'll do that. I do my own nails. They're not done right now. Don't look. But I do my own nails and feet. Like I have like the whole setup and everything. So I do that. I'll do my hair, everything, like my eyebrows, eyelashes, everything. And I'll take the day to just do everything that I need to do. Now, like the big self-care that I like to do, which I find is self-care, is literally traveling. It'll be like a month or every 2 months. And it doesn't have to be far, as long as I'm just getting away from my home, because that's like my comfort place, and I try to take myself outside of my comfort place, because I feel like it helps me like reset. So yeah, I'll do that, or like Nick and I will do that, try to go somewhere, if that means like back home for me, to Cali or to Georgia, or just like up the street somewhere. Yeah, I try to do that.
Even if it's like
That's
a
good.
Staycation kind of thing.
Yeah. Even if it's like a
Gotcha.
staycation type of thing. Oh, and then we have a child, our dog, Plato. So we take him too.
Yeah.
And yeah, we all just have like a little family vacation.
And how often you do this?
So we do that we try to do it once every month.
Okay, good.
Recently it's been like once every 2 months. Yeah. We've been doing that. I think our last vacation was when was our last vacation? I think it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
No, it sound like about that time.
So
It's okay.
yeah, so we're about to go at the end of this month back to Kelly. So
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So yeah, I try to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I love that. Clap it up. Everyone did a great job. Great. I love that. Let's give it up. We did this. This is actually a good, segment. I actually loved it.
Loved it.
I think everybody did a wonderful job.
Loved it.
Right. Clap it up.
Honestly
for yourself.
speaking.
And y'all, this let me say something. Doing this podcast, I'm so glad that I came here today.
Oh, thanks.
Because
I'm so glad I reached out.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you reached out. I always encourage people to reach out. Like I'm not no big headed guy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't let none of these views and followers and stuff get to my head. You feel me? I'm a regular guy at the end of the day. But this podcast, it made me I got a big realization today that, with my family dynamic is not where it need to be.
Right.
And it's very alarming. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it because I'm so caught up and I'm so busy and I'm just moving around and I'm so focused on my brand and I'm just like, yo, I gotta get this shit for me and my daughter. Like, I ain't even have time to realize, like, damn, wait a minute, shit. Like my family, we not together like how we supposed to be. We not really celebrating each other like how we supposed to be. So I'm very thankful, for the podcast. I'm very thankful, for Let's Talk About It podcast, and yeah, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for having me, man. Thank you.
That's real. And I, like I was saying before, it's like you don't realize until stuff like this. Either you get around other people, y'all have a conversation, you start to realize, like, damn, I ain't know this dynamic wasn't what it's supposed to be.
This was like a therapy session for me.
I'm glad I can do
And
that for
this
you.
is about to inspire me to go get therapy for myself and unpack things that I might not know that needed to be unpacked.
Amen.
So thank you so much
You're welcome. I'm glad I can do that for
reaching
you.
out. No, real talk. Like you just like played a role into helping me realize some things that I didn't really get to realize, because I'm just so caught up in, and I'm just, as soon as I wake up, I'm on the grind.
Right.
But damn, like this some shit. Y'all got some shit here. You got some shit here. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay consistent. you know, reach out.
I should
Keep
right?
reaching out.
Yeah.
You know, because you just never know. You just never know who wanna be able to come on and be able to get their shit off.
Right.
Like you reached out to me. What I told you, I said when we got on the phone, I said, hey, let's do it. We ain't gotta wait no week later. Let's get this
Yeah,
done.
you did it with the
ASAP.
quickness. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool, great.
It's like, let's get this shit done ASAP. I want to talk about these things because with me, bro, when a lot of people meet me in person who know who I am, you know, they look at the followers, they look at the views, they look at what I'm doing, and like, you know, like, damn, bro, it's finally nice to meet you in person.
Yeah.
You know, but all they see is the
They
content.
see the surface you.
Yeah,
They don't see the background.
they don't see the. Oh man, this dude is a humble guy. He's a human being like the rest of us. They don't see that.
The human side of you.
They don't see the human side of me. All they
Right.
see is the videos that get 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 views. You know.
Keep going.
So yeah. So coming on the podcast and being able to, you know, talk about these different dynamics, these family dynamics, and just speaking in general, like this is a really great thing.
Thank
This is
you.
something that I really want to, you know, be able to do, and you allow me to come on here and say some things that needed to be said.
She gonna talk about that trauma.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gonna talk about it.
She
yes.
gonna bring up that trauma now.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you brought that up because even when I first started this podcast, the podcast literally was like a therapeutic session for me. It was for me to get out whatever I wanted to talk about. And then I was like, well, if I feel like this, anybody else could feel a certain way too. So I'm not the type of person who likes small talk. Like, don't small talk me. Like, I always shut down so quick. I like deep rooted conversations because why not? Let's talk about this. Like, how do I know that as like, just like, let's say for you, for example, how do I know that you had an open door policy in your family? Like, did you have that space where you could talk about things or whatever? So with me, it's like if I can sit here and voice how I feel, anybody else, and I can let people feel welcome on my show, they can talk about however they feel. You're not sectioned or you're not cut off to anything or limited or what you want to say. We're talking about it, any and everything. So the first season I did, it was like, you know, friends or whatever, everybody who I want to do, it was a vibe. Second season, we're doing family. Let's look at this family dynamics. Third season, well, I ain't get there yet, so I have to figure that part out. But yeah, like the podcast is really just for you to be you, and it's a platform for you to just be open and honest. It's never, like I said, when we're on the phone, just come as you. You don't have to portray nobody else but you. You want to make a name for yourself? You can be Ron. You don't have to be this social media person. You don't have to be everything that everybody else see on social media. You don't have to be that. You can literally just be you. We could, like, it really is a vibe. I met Westside through all of this, and we're literally like cool peoples after that. Like, it's really a vibe. Like, it's never any type of weirdness going on here. It's literally like I treat people like family here. Like, we're all cool.
And you would have never thought the stuff that I expressed today. You would have never thought that.
No,
Nah,
I'm never
yeah.
not. But I'm always open minded. I always give people that openness. Like, you want to talk about whatever you want. Like, you're not limited. Do as you please.
I just
got
want.
one
Oh, go ahead.
question.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. You just did a review on Crew Lounge. How was that?
So,
Well, I don't know if you released a video. I was on your
Oh,
page.
you seen the story?
Yeah, I seen the story
So that's
because I
my-
was gonna take my girl there.
So that's my bar series.
Okay.
That you just saw. So I have a bar series concept where I go to a club, or a lounge or a club, and I go specifically straight to the bar. Like, this is what you need to get, and this is what you need to do when you go sitting at the bar. So that concept is to highlight the bartender and to get into details on what is in the drinks. So what I do is with the bar series, I have different models come into the videos and we trying the drinks on camera together. I'm getting her point of view of how the drink tastes. I'm talking about my point of view of how the drink tastes, you know, and Crew Lounge is a really big entity. They have multiple locations throughout the US. You know, they got locations in Atlanta, they got locations in Texas, they everywhere. The food is fire.
That's all I need to know, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Drinks.
Yes, Lord.
Hey, we
Yes,
had
Lord.
5 of they. So they got these cocktails called Crew Tails. We had about 5 of them things.
Yes, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was lit.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lit.
That's all I need
No,
to
we
know.
was lit.
You felt good, lady. It wasn't that. Oh my God.
We
Like
was
you was
lit.
like, bro, let's keep going.
The model
Let's
that I had with me,
Mm-hmm.
she was lit
Mm.
and she fine. But anyways, yeah, Crew Lounge is definitely a vibe. I definitely recommend, anybody that's in relationships or anybody who want to take they little pieces, with them. So
Pieces is insane.
yeah,
Pieces is
it's
insane.
the truth. It's the truth. Yeah, you can go to Crew Lounge. That Crew Lounge, that's in Wynwood specifically.
Okay.
Specifically, and yeah, bro. Yeah.
Say
Wait,
that.
real quick. So thank you again for inviting me on.
No problem. Oh my
it's-
God, y'all stop.
Yeah, because when he said what he said, well, I gotta give her flowers too. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
I gotta give her flowers because, like, I've
sure.
been locked in with A2A podcast, and I've been mainly just doing that platform. I've gotten offers for other shows. People do hit me up and be like, "Yo, come on my platform," and I'll be like, "Okay, cool. Just let me know in advance." And it just doesn't happen. You are the first person to hit me up and to keep in touch with me. Even today, I dropped the ball because I didn't remember the time. And you called
'cause
me
I'm like, what
and you
doing?
said, "Hey, you there?" I'm like, I'm in front of my computer finishing a video.
Black folks never remember both.
Huh?
It's either the time or the date.
Yeah, I know the day, but
If
it's
they
right
remember
now.
both,
You
it's
don't go by
'cause-
calendar.
Huh?
You don't put
No,
your stuff
see,
in calendars.
It was a quick call. Like I
She
was
got me on
doing
that.
multiple
Whiteboard
things.
with a
helps.
calendar on it.
No,
I
that
need
helps.
to. I need
The
to.
whiteboard with the calendar is
I need
legit.
to.
Everything that I do with my
Mhm.
reviews, anything, if I gotta meet with anybody, when I'm on the phone with them and we setting it up,
Send a
soon as we
calendar.
get it, when we're on the phone, once we say the date or the time, okay, I'm going right to my calendar in my phone.
And you saving it.
And
there.
I'm putting the name down of the business, and I'm putting the time down right then and there, right when we on the phone. I ain't waiting until we get off the phone. When we on the phone, I put it down in there, and it's marked. That is the easiest way that's gonna help you remember everything that you got to do as far as meeting with somebody and setting up. That shit
'Cause
been
it go to
working.
your email too.
It's been
Yeah,
working.
you're right.
Send your email
It's
Yeah,
been
they save it to the
working.
Google. Yeah.
Email notifications.
It's been working for me for these past 2 years. That's how I've been operating all my business. Because I don't have no managers. I don't have no assistants. I don't have any of that. Everything that's set up is directly through me for now, for right now. But eventually I do plan on getting a team who gonna handle all that. But right now, everything that I do is through me. So when it comes to scheduling, I'm making sure, like, okay, when I'm on the phone chopping it up with a person, hey, when you available? Okay, you available this day? I'm available this day. All right, let's do it on this day and let's do it on this time. I'm finna put it in my calendar right now. That's how I do it.
I appreciate
Discipline,
it.
people.
Thank you.
That's
bro.
how I do it,
I
bro.
need
Discipline.
That's how I
This
do
is
it.
discipline.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
how I
what
do
you
it,
need.
bro.
You
That's
want to
real.
get big.
That's how I
this
do
is
it.
discipline.
'Cause-
Once I
yeah.
tell a person, okay, we locked in, that means that I already put it in the calendar and I saved it.
Yeah, I need to get more on that because I'll be on some like this weekend. I know I got this, and this.
Nah.
And then when the day
bro,
is
you
coming
can't do
up,
that.
I'll
You
be
don't
I
like,
forgot about today.
You gonna
'Cause I
slip
was
up.
like,
I didn't
you don't
forget.
slip up.
I knew
Either
it was
miss the
today.
day, the time, or a piece of equipment that is vital to that shoot.
You gonna
Every
slip
time.
up. You gonna slip up.
Every time.
It
You
wasn't
gonna
that
slip
I
up.
didn't remember the day. I remember the day. It's just that I didn't remember the time. And in my head, I told myself to hit you up to ask you what was the time again today. But I was doing so much stuff that I was like, oh, okay. So when you called, I was like, oh, she's probably just confirming later on today. So I'm like, hey, what's up? You're like, you there? I'm like, huh? What you mean? What you mean there?
I was
You
like, yeah,
there?
it don't sound like you're there.
Right now?
In the bed?
You talking about right now?
Always, I'll say one of the most important things to do is always move by schedule.
Yeah, that's right.
Always, bro. I'm telling you, like that's how I've been doing everything that I'm doing.
That's all I had
I
to do
move
with
by
these shoes.
schedule, dog. I move by schedule, and if anything is a paid gig or anything like that, get your goddamn deposit.
Yeah.
Do not
And never
move
stay
without getting your
past your
goddamn
time.
deposit.
Don't stay past your time.
Because they'll
either.
cancel you.
You pay for 2 hours,
Yeah.
you get 2 hours.
Yes.
If you on time and they late, you run into your
And
time.
if you
Yeah.
ask for your deposit, make sure you ask for make sure you ask for half.
Yeah.
Facts. That's how
To
I am
make
with my
sure.
cakes and stuff.
Half.
Mm-hmm.
Half
like,
of
oh,
what
yeah.
it is that you're
Yeah.
charging.
Let me
Yeah.
get that.
Half.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah. The 100 good, but if it's 600, the 300 sound better.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because they know you coming.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
sir.
I paid them half. I'm
No,
coming.
and then they're
Yeah.
not gonna fuck you over.
Exactly.
They're not gonna bullshit.
They gonna be on time, and they gonna be
They're
mad
not
at
gonna
they
bullshit.
people if they fucking up. Bro, why you fucking up? We already done paid the man. You got to be on point.
Or
He on
if your rate is 1,500 and they gotta dish out the half of that 1,500,
They gonna take
make
you
sure-
they're
serious.
not gonna fucking
They
play.
not gonna they
Yeah, yeah,
they
they
gonna
ain't gonna
take you
play.
so
Yeah.
serious.
They're not gonna
so
play.
Serious. They not
Yeah,
gonna play
they
with
ain't
your
gonna
time.
play off with that
They're
one.
not gonna
They not.
play.
Especially if they book last minute and they paid in
Yeah.
full 2 days before you got there. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's happened to me. They booked last minute and they said, "Are you sure you're available?" I said, "Yes, I'm pulling in my calendar right now." He paid me in full. This is a manager for an artist. Paid me
Yeah.
in full for the video. Video $750. Paid me in full. It was me and 2 other shooters. I just got paid more because I edited it.
Yeah.
So he paid me in full, right? Everybody else got their little 500. I'm the only one that got 750.
Yeah.
I got there on time. That man did not play with my time from the time I got
Oh,
there
you
to
here?
the time
All right, let's
I
start
left.
shooting right
The
here,
other
yeah.
2 shooters, oh yeah, they show up when they show up. But me, on time. Soon as somebody messed up, what you doing? What you playing with? He got on them before I even had to say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to do this. Let the man do the job. We hired him. If you wanted to direct, we would have told you to come. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, when you get
Wait,
that,
so did you hire the other shooters or
So-
he hired the other shooters?
So me, I do have people in high places. If you need a drone, I got that. If
Yeah.
you need a black magic, I got that red camera. I know people with everything. So for me is I got put in a situation and then they said, "Do you know anybody else that you trust?" And I said, "Yeah, I could bring these
And that's
people in."
important, yeah.
And exactly. And just like how I did them for those shoots, I've been brought to shoots where I wasn't even supposed to be there and I got paid. You feel what I'm saying? I done came to shoots where it's like, you know, I'm not even supposed to be here. I take a couple photos. He says, "Oh, I like your work." They threw me a little 200, a little 300. It's all on top of it, and it's all good. But it's like you got to be on point with it.
Yeah.
As soon as they see you a little lackadaisical, that's one of my favorite words. As soon as they see you get a little lackadaisical, they like, okay, we could play with them just a little bit. Nah, you got to stand 10 toes, bro.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but I definitely been put in places just off of being critical.
In the right place, right time.
Exactly. And I got a little bit critical before I met her, but she put me on point. So it's like, you feel me? And that paying half, that's for real. Because I
That
used to
shit
do
is
I used to do the
serious.
little $100
Yeah.
deposits.
no,
Yeah, the little $100 I pull
that
up.
don't mean shit.
and they play with you.
That don't
As soon as
mean
you say
shit.
I need half, they like,
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Right now. Just to put the date in, I need it right now. And as soon as you pull up, watch how they respect you. Watch.
I do not move. I do not do no gigs without half the deposit. Like you gotta send me half the deposit for me to put in a date and a time. That's how I move. I don't fuck around.
He said that shit like an uncle.
yeah.
Hey, fuck around with you, nephew.
I don't fuck around.
Fuck around with you, nephew.
I ain't letting nobody waste my fucking time.
Exactly,
I
bro.
feel it.
Don't let nobody waste my time, bro.
You call me for a job and you gonna play with my
Bro,
time? It's crazy.
I'm busy
Right.
as
Crazy.
shit. I don't fuck around,
crazy.
bro.
Exactly.
I agree.
I could be
But-
editing right now and I'm at this
Hold
video.
on, but I want to finish up though, right? So I met
yeah, we on
Sosa
Shawanda time.
at the mixer, and
Thank you.
when I met her at the mixer, of course I was making my rounds, working the room, saying hi to everybody. Of course, when I met Sosa, it was a different type of vibe, different connection.
Every time.
She came with her banner, and that showed me something different than everybody that was there. And mind you, it's maybe like 5 podcasts there at the same time, shooting all together. And she came with a banner, and the first thing I said was, "Oh, I see you with your banner." like I seen she came prepared. So, you know, when it comes to Sosa, anything she need, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can make myself available, I'm gonna make sure I make myself available. Thank you again for having me coming on your platform. I enjoyed myself. When you said it was family, I'm like, I was like,
So much to talk about
Yeah.
in the black people, bro. The family is
oh,
critical.
Oh, yeah. So anytime you need me to be on a podcast, of course, I'm gonna make myself available. So thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Look at all these creatives, just black
Right?
creatives sitting at
Just
one
in one
table.
big
you know,
room.
one
I love
motherfucking
this.
table. Including my girl. She is a creative
No.
at heart, you know.
She says you say you want to be an event planner, right?
That's a
Let's
creator.
work. Let's figure
Yeah.
something out.
And just so you know, she is a good creative director. She's directed 3 music videos for me.
Okay.
3 of them.
Okay.
And you know, if y'all go on my page, certified.vss, you know, 3 of them got
Yeah.
her name on it. Just so y'all
bet.
know. So
Okay.
she done told them, no, y'all need to go over here. Nick,
Yeah.
you come right here and shoot from right here. And I had to hold my tongue and be like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? That was kind of hard, though. So
Yeah.
I'll let you have that. You feel me? I had to bite my tongue. That was hard. So you got that. That was kind of hard.
That was good.
I like that.
But I do thank all of you guys for coming out today.
Of course.
for sure.
You too. Hand back. They're gonna see different segments. Like 1 minute she's here, next minute, hey, cool. But I'm so appreciative that all you guys came. I'm glad that I can have this platform for everybody to speak on.
For sure.
I never thought in the beginning that it would be like this, honestly. I didn't think I would even get to a season 2. But here we are, and I'm doing my thing. So I do appreciate everybody for coming out again.
Nah, for sure.
I hope that you guys loved this episode.
Loved
because
it.
this we got into some things this episode.
We did.
Most definitely.
So I actually
We
like
did.
that. And moving forward, I'm always open to bringing people back on the show. As you can see, you've been on a few episodes. You've been on we did a lot of business together.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So
Yeah.
it's like we've done a lot together. So yeah, I don't mind. You could send people however they can come back, whatever. This is a platform for everybody to be real, be themselves, just catch a vibe. This is what we all catch a vibe. So I'm glad I can do that for everyone. But we are going to close it out. This is the end of it.
Thank
you
you
know,
again,
Out
Sean.
on Secret Service and I know the government
But you guys can follow me on Instagram at creative_stations with a K. You can follow me on Twitter at talkaboutit22. However it goes, you guys know how to find me. And on YouTube. Don't forget, I'll put the link on YouTube. It's on YouTube too. But yeah, again, we're gonna go from my left to my right. Who do we have here, and who do we have the pleasure with?
Again, mine is long. Samori, so it's SUH_more_EE. Samori.
I love that.
West Side, of course, at West Side's First. That's a 1ST. Or you can follow my platform where I interview creators from music to YouTube personalities of that such at a2a.podcast.
So on Instagram, you can follow me at run.insight305. RON.insight305. I got what you need from the food, the fun, everything to do here in Broward and Miami. Let's get it.
All right, clap it up for you guys. All right, and this is the Let's Talk About It podcast with Sosa and friends and family.